Oh shoot. Hello, hello. Hello. Welcome to WyzGyzEntertainment. This is your host, Wyman. I forgot I wanted to put up a different banner. Let me see if I could throw it. Oh shoot, what was the other thing? Damn it. Oh man. All right, hold on. Let me see. Away. Away. Okay. Bloody hell. Where is. And where is the Batman? But you know what? Shoot. It wasn't in here, was it? I guess it's in here. Nope, wrong one. Wrong app. Excuse me. Blinded by the light. Riding up like a douche in the middle of the night. Blinded by the light. I've got 2 more boxes to go and then I'll be done. I'll be caught up with all my P.O. box openings. Shoot. Where is that? Over here, I guess. Oh, jeez. Hmm. Uh, okay, I gotta find that. No, that's not it. Oh. All right, hold on. All right, there we go. All right, so I got distracted. Distracted, I say. Okay. Let's see if I can make this work. Okay, so blinded by the light, light up like a douche in the middle of the night. Okay, I'm just gonna put this blurb from Rosetta. She is falling on hard times and could use some help. Her little kitty. Oh no! All right, so let me see. Let me see how I can edit this so it'll fit it. Train. Wait, what? Why is it some of them support over 200 characters and now it's kept at 200? Hmm. Oh, come on. 200 characters is not a lot. Holy crap. Let's see. Whoa, shoot. Damn it. Oh, let's try this. All right, there we go. Now let's jump to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Okay. Didn't look like it opened. Didn't look like it opened. Oh, shoot. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Excuse me. Camera's bouncing around. Okay, let's put up a poll. All right. So if there's any way you can help contribute to Rosetta Allen's fund, it'd be greatly appreciated. Her little kitty Athena is getting a bunch of surgery done, where she needs to get all these cysts removed. So if you happen to have the means to do so and you're able to contribute, it would be greatly appreciated. Well, you know what? I moved my thingamajigger. Let's go get it. Granted, I only have 2 boxes. I don't know how fast it's going to go. Blinded by the light, dun, dun, lit up like a douche in the middle of the night. Boom. Salty balls. All right. Excuse me. All right. So, you know what? Let's do this one first. All right. So, all right. So, as you might have seen as I was coming close, this is from All Caps Comics. All right. So, we got some cardboard. Whoop, up, up. Don't lose your balance, boy. All right. Wow. Okay. All right. You know, it's kind of funny. EBS stuff is all cyberfrog, and it's all about honeycombs because there's vespas, which are giant wasps. And with the giant bubble wrap, it sort of looks like, you know, it sort of looks like wasp hives, you might say. Don't you know? Don't you know? All right, so blinded by the light. Oh my gosh. All right, so the box is bent, but all right, so this one must have hit a corner. Whoa, yeah. See? I don't know if you can see it, but it's crinkled all over here. Whoa, whoa, hold up. Minor tear. And the plastic portion is kind of bulbous over here. I don't know if that's by design. I would think it would be flat, but I don't know. Maybe it's because of the impact here, the dent. You know what? I think I might open that one. I might open that one. Okay, so then what do we have here? Oh my gosh. All right, so there's Cyberfrog. All right, so we got ball. See, I think it might be. What's with this? What's with these thin layers of tissue paper in between? All right, so oh shoot. Okay. All right. Okay. Wow, I got a lot of bubble wrap now. Okay. So pretty cool. Minor dents. Well, not so much dents like where the edges of the cardboard butt up against other stuff. Wow, look at that. Hello, welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for hopping in. That was unintentional. I said hop. We're talking frogs. We're talking cyber frogs. That was unintentional. Blinded by the light. Dun, dun. Look at something or other, something like a douche in the middle of the night. Blinded by the light. Cyber Frog minifigure, standard edition. Made in China. Okay. So I wonder if these are sealed with a machine. Well, they're probably done with a machine. Every now and then, as is, not even machines are perfect. You know how there are these clear stickers that are applied to the top and bottom? Well, the very end of one of the round stickers. So you got a round sticker, right? And then you flap half of it on the top and half on the side. So it's like a semicircle on each side. Well, this top semicircle on the top, on the lid is kind of folded in a little bit and taped to itself. Or something like that. Nothing serious, but it's just something you observe, Okay, so I don't get the purpose of it. Separating stuff with just mere flimsy tissue paper. All right, so hopefully I can get these out. Wow. These are cool. All right. So this has two pieces of tape. It's kind of funny how when these boxes are taped, there's a gap. Look how big the gap is and how there's a spacer between the tape and the tape. But it's enough to hold it on, so that's good. Where do I start storing these, man? Over here, I suppose, at least for now. Normally, I keep the tissue paper, but this is so light and flimsy, I don't think I will. And as I was trying to pull it up, I was tearing it, so it's not the kind you reuse when it tears on you. Okay. All right, that one looks good. Whoa. What? All right, so this one has a very, very hard edge. And it feels like it popped out. Let me see. Wait, what? How's that work? Well, that's interesting. Speaking of gaps, look how big the gap is now. I mean, it's still enough to hold the. It's still enough to hold the box closed. It's just why doesn't the assembly line like gently press the back of the cardboard in, and then the other robot come and tape over? Why does it leave such a gap, I wonder? Maybe the robot needed to be maybe it needed a realignment or something. This is weird. So is some of this plastic like tucked downward? Oh, well, actually, hold on. I guess maybe it's okay. Because even though it looks like, oh, ow. All right, hold on. Okay, so it is slightly cracked over here on that plastic. That's why it jets out almost beyond the cardboard of the box. Let me see. Let me compare this. Okay, hold on. Let me look at this very last one. Whoa, shoot. All right. Okay, let me get this box out of the way. Okay, so I think it's a toss-up between this and this. And then, what was this like? All right, this was worse. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll use this one. And then, what was the issue with this one? Oh, the corner. So the plastic goes all the way to the top of the inside of the box, or at least it feels that way. But right over here, somehow during shipping, it kind of, I guess it pushed this cardboard area in and cracked the plastic, so you can kind of scrape yourself if you rub up that direction. But other than that, it's in pretty decent condition, so I guess this will go to the heat pile. And then, what I was going to show on this one, I think this came from the shipping too. I'm going to. Oh, by the way, if you're interested, for those who might be interested, who I recognize, hop on in. We're talking frogs and salamanders. You could, I don't know if you can see it from here, but you could kind of see the warping of the plastic. Yes, I know I'm being picky, but, and I was, as a matter of fact, the one who said, oh wait, huh? This one too? This one also has it where it's kind of poked through. And then over here, it's got an even bigger gap. But over here, the edge of the tape came loose, so I'm going to try and redo it. Let me see. It didn't come all the way off. It's like holding on for dear life. Well, maybe it came off originally. All right, so let's seal this All right, there we go. That's better. All right, that's better. Why does this not feel smooth and clean? It feels like adhesive, like it came off and then someone reattached it. Okay. I don't know. Maybe that's just the way their robots are designed. It's a toy, not a Baby Ruth baseball in a glass case. Open it. Hey, Shaggy Bear. Hail. Play with it and make the sound effect grrr. All right, so. And then let me see which one of the. I think I know which one we're opening of the Cyber Frogs. All right, that one just had the little tape folded in on itself. That one appears to be in good shape. I think this one was also in good shape. Hey, wait a minute. Ah! Look at this. So over here, you see Cyber Frog's arm on the image on the box work? It's got a cutout where his body meets his arm. But then on this one, there's still the chunk of yellow cardboard. So that might make it worth more down the road. The things you watch out for. Meanwhile, everyone's all, what the bloody F? Who even the heck cares? All right, so, well, it's kind of like if you're in it to collect, it's kind of like the difference between punched and unpunched. So if you have, for example, an action figure on a card back, on a card package, then I think it's supposed to be worth more if it's not punched, where you know the little hole at the top of the card that you used to hang it on a peg in the store. If that's not punched through and it's still intact, then if I'm not mistaken, I think it's worth a little more. I'm still amazed at the pajama pants. These are not pajama pants. These are shorts. I wear short shorts. WyzGyz short shorts. If you dare wear short shorts, WyzGyz short shorts. So let's see. I don't know. Should I even bother carefully removing the tape, or should I just cut the tape here? Am I going to keep the box after I open it, or am I just going to pitch it? Will an empty box even be worth anything? Should I save the empty box in case one day I need to repackage it and need something to protect it instead of using some other generic box that won't have the designed support system in the box? Okay, so what I did is let's do this first. So let's observe, kind of check out the box. That says fighting for the fate of mankind against the wasp-like aliens, the Vespers, in a post-apocalyptic world. Cyber Frog. It's got image artwork all over the place. All caps, wrong side. All caps comics logo. Shorts, as in short pants, like women's clothes. Men should only wear short pants when swimming or pulling a rickshaw. Dude, how do you know I'm not pulling a rickshaw, man? Dude. All right, there's barcode. And the made in China and the all rights reserved stuff. The legalese. On the front, ooh. It's rated ages 14 and over. Warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years. Dark Crusader, avenging amphibian, croaking crime fighter, cyberfrog. Oh, all right, just a cynical, froggish. Jeez, that was loud. Oh yeah, because I jacked up my volume so I could hear it from the kitchen. Oh, all right, just a cynical, froggish freak. Real name, Trickron. Species, Phoebe Sin Frog Hybrid. Homeworld, Peridani. Height, 5'6". Oh, I'm taller than Cyberfrog. Weight, 200 pounds. Oh, I weigh more than Cyberfrog. Abilities, enhanced strength and speed, can jump 2,000 feet in any direction. Sticky, extendable tongue for grabbing objects or enemies. When cyberlinked with Kelsin, Cyberfrog can rapidly heal his wounds and evolve weaponry and armor to adapt to any dangerous situation. First appearance, Hall of Heroes, Cyberfrog number 1. Discover more, www.amphibionics.com. Okay. Whoa. All right. So I opened it from the bottom. Well, that's interesting. So you look in the inside, and it's got all this detail, all this artwork here. So you can actually set up a, Ethan even suggested it. It's got like a playset background in here that you could use if you'd like to. Holy cow. And it comes out easy. So you could go, oh, that's cool. You don't have to do any messy cutting and tearing and things like that. Men should only wear short pants when swimming or pulling a rickshaw. Shaggy says, I put mine back in the shipping boxes for now. I don't have anywhere to display them. I've got these bookshelves. I've actually got 4 bookshelves. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on there, Wayne?
What's up? I've got two bookshelves behind me, and then I have 2 off to my side over here.
Do you have any curio cabinets? What the hell was that? I thought the muscles were supposed to go up, not down.
Oh!
Last time I seen arms like that, they were hanging out of a nest.
Shit! Oh, damn. So
no, a curio cabinet. Any cabinet that's enclosed with glass.
I've got a couple, but I'm not using them right now. They're in the storage unit.
Okay, because I little action figures with a lot of things that can gather dust. It'd probably be best to just put it back in the box.
Yeah.
Display it.
Probably would be.
Until you have an area set up. Because if you're not gonna play with these like toys and you're gonna put them up on your shelf like a statuette or a figurine,
yeah,
they're better off in some sort of enclosed space. But if you're gonna play with them like a toy, chuck them on the shelf. Let them breathe. Let them get a nice patina.
Well, I'm not going to. I've got other Comicsgate related stuff already on display. That. Oh, come on! It's kind of cool, this packaging, because it's kind of like 4 peaks.
I love it. See, I'm actually, because I don't really play with the toys. I would rather the toys just be a statuette, you know.
Well,
That way you can get the higher detail, the better rendering and stuff.
oh yeah,
You don't have to have the big lines for the articulated joints and all that.
right.
Plus, it's gonna just be sitting there anyway on display, so it might as well be a nice looking statue in a pose that's chosen by the artist to showcase what the what it's really all about.
Yeah, I mean, are you backing the action figure campaign?
No, I'm not. I don't like action figures.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, but I am backing the Heather Swain statue.
Oh, nice. The thing I like about that's going to be nice.
I like statues. I don't like action figures.
I like both, but the reason I like action figures sometimes even a little more is because you can occasionally pose them in a different. You can put them in a different pose from time to time.
I feel you. That's a cool looking figure. I like that.
Yeah, it is.
The only person I know that takes off their glasses to see something.
Sometimes, like I was doing that. I was doing that a lot when I was drawing the sketch cards because I actually, what is it? I'm nearsighted.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I can see further more easier than I can close up nowadays, and I probably have an expired prescription, so there's that too.
Yeah, ever since I started working on figurines, like little tiny, when I used to paint my D&D figurines.
Oh, right.
You know, like it used to be where I could paint something really close to my face. Now I have to be at least 1.5 feet away from my eyes to see.
Do you make use of those, like those magnifying glasses on
On a headband?
Yeah, and
No, Wyman. I'm still trying to get laid every now and then.
well, you know, at your workstation where you're doing all this intricate painting, you could have yourself. You could have yourself. Wow, this is pretty cool, actually. You could actually have yourself a Merry Christmas. It almost looks like the legs might be detachable. I mean, the feet might be detachable, but that's probably just part of the assemblage.
Well, wasn't that part of like one of the stretch goals where like if he reached a certain amount, you could swap out the heads, you could swap out the hands?
That's on the action figure campaign. This is the toy, the static toy that isn't designed to move. The most movement you're going to get is out of Salamandroid's tail.
Well, I never.
So, well, now you. I don't know where to go with that.
Now that you've put me in my place, Wyman, I understand.
Good. You should know your place.
I didn't. I was talking out of the side of my neck. I was being out of hand.
Indeed, you were. Definitely high quality products. I received the gold variant. Still waiting on the colors. I think I dropped the ball, and well, it wasn't so much dropping the ball. It's lack of money. Because there was he had these offers. I think a silver variant and a gold variant, one on Black Friday and one on Cyber Monday. And if I wanted to pull the trigger, I probably could have and barely made it through. But with my finances the way they are, I held back. But they sold really well, from what I hear. Hey, Eagle 43, how's it going? That's pretty cool, Shaggy, that you scored the gold variant. Waiting on the colors. Okay. Shaggy's got to take off his glasses when needs to read something close. Yeah, like I said, when I'm doing sketch cards, I'm kind of hunched over, and so I'm about a foot and a half away from the drawing surface, but then I'm looking over to the side at the laptop screen, which is about 2 feet away. So I'm kind of in that range, 1.5 to 2 feet, and it was requiring that. It just made it so much easier not to use my glasses when I did that. So let's see. So Salamandroid looks like this.
Let me see. I want to see.
Cool packaging.
Oh yeah.
PVC was a freebie with Wrecked Planet. Yeah, but then if you wanted to buy extras, you could order more. And I don't know. At the time, I was in a spending mood, so I got a 5-pack of Salamandroids and a 5-pack of Cyberfrogs. So that's why I had that big box. Oh, hold on, I didn't finish reading it. Choking hazard. Fighting for the fate of mankind against the wasp-like aliens, the Vespers, in a post-apocalyptic world. All right, it's the same description.
So, what do you think about the Cyberfrog story?
Well, I still have yet to read it, as you know. But
I did not know. I thought for sure you would at least read that one.
No. When I said none, I meant none.
You got to get up early in the morning to get Wyman's attention.
So let's see. From the pages of Cyberfrog, here comes Salamandroid. Real name
Marvin Johnson.
Dataron. Yeah. Species Phoebe Sin Salamander hybrid. Homeworld Pirdani. Height 11 feet 9 inches. Okay, so I'm shorter.
Just barely.
Weight 2,000 pounds. Ooh, I weigh lighter. I'm lighter than Salamandroid.
I don't believe that.
Abilities: incredible strength and endurance, can leap 100 feet in any direction, and breathe fire. Unlike his twin brother Cyberfrog, Salamandroid does not share a cyberlink with Kelsin. First appearance: Hall of Heroes presents number 0. Discover more with www.amphibionics.com. Are you saying that I mispronounced it, Shaggy?
What, Salamandroid's name? Oh yeah, you did.
What? It's like Barbara Ann. Barbara Ann. Ron. Run.
Oh my God.
I'm hanging out with Dillard, and I'm opening gifts. Run. We're on a live stream looking for chicks. Run. Yeah. He looks.
Isn't that a group of ladies that sings that song?
I think so. Shaggy backed the honeycomb box, and we'll get those beauties eventually. Yep, indeed. Sal's name is ridiculous. Well, I mean, they're both both their names are based off of like the goofy musical things. I think it's amusing. Trick Ron, isn't that like based out of early music too? I could be wrong. All right, so it looks like. Oh, I opened this from the top. All right. Oh man, whew. Fumes of plastic. All right, so we got honeycomb scenery.
You should make an aquarium and use that imagery there as the backing for the aquarium, and set up a little terrarium with Salamandroid in there in like a swamp or something.
That would be interesting. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4 cable ties or wire ties.
Twist ties.
Twist ties. So, all right. To do yeah, that's a female group. I wonder how hard it's going to be for me to get these twist ties back on.
Why would you put them back on?
What?
Why would you put them back on?
No. Just to hold it in place during shipment.
You're shipping them off somewhere?
No, I mean like when I eventually move somewhere else.
Oh.
I mean, granted, that's going to be sometime in the future, but I guess it doesn't much matter, does it?
How do you spell amphibionics?
AMPHIBIONIX. Oh wow, I missed another one. So, all right, so it's basically got several holding the tail in. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the twist ties won't be necessary. Who knows? All right, so I guess this is the one that Cecil somehow broke. I guess he broke the tail off or something. Damn, it's got some weight. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Wow, that is pretty cool, actually. Wow. You know what would have been cool is if they actually put like those fake gemstones on the gauntlets.
Yes.
Instead of painted ones.
I wonder who's gonna do that.
Come on, man. Get with the program.
No, I mean there are people out there that take the toys and then they improve them, right? They put some lettering on them and repaint them, because these are just straight from the manufacturer, right?
Right.
Like they can only do so much. You can't get that crazy.
Yeah, there are customizers.
You know, there's some people that do a really good job doing customizer stuff.
Oh my gosh, I know. Yeah. There's this. So there are people on YouTube where they do like these diorama type scenes.
Yes, I love those.
So they've got like an X-Wing fighter chasing a TIE fighter, and they suspend these little filaments or whatever above the level, so it looks like laser cannon fire. And they send electricity through them, so it makes them glow red. And then there's this other set of videos where they do like these. I don't know if they're actually mostly based off of underwater creatures from existing stories, or if they're just like totally made up from scratch. But they'll have like a totally trashed, abandoned uh, um, building on the shore, and then underwater at the base of the cliff is a sea monster, and then they use food colored epoxy and
I do believe I know what you're talking about. Yeah, a lot of that stuff they use. They do some tutorials for that too on the Woodland Scenics.
yeah,
Yeah, that's really cool.
insane.
And they're many miniatures. They're like really cool.
Yeah, so cool. I think it would be cool if I had, well, when I get to the point at which I've got the time to do so, I might actually want to try and make some of those things myself.
It's not as easy as making miniature food, Wyman.
Well, we all know that I'm a champion at miniature food, so this can't be much harder.
Have you ever won a miniature food battle?
Yeah, I actually started winning the first several, and then Lola started getting good, and then it started becoming more challenging. And typically, I leave it up to her to post the poll on her Twitter feed and ask everyone to vote for whose was the better food in the end. And Lola argues that because she does it on her, does the polls on her feed, that's why she always comes out the victor. I don't think that's the case, but I could be wrong. Let me see. Shaggy looked it up. The Run by the Crystals.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, those water monster dioramas are dope. They are. They are. I mean, you take like, what is it, plexiglass or something? And then you form a cube display. And then you pour you tape up the sides, the corners. And then you pour in the mixed epoxy and bam. It is so cool. This is pretty nice. So
I would die though, because I mean those people, they put so much work into the layering of airbrush colors on the monsters, and then most of it just gets hidden by the water and the color in the water, and I'm like, oh god, that would kill me.
I know. I thought about that too. It's like, oh man.
Is it trying to break that tail? What are you doing?
No, I'm trying to see what degree of flexibility it's got.
So you're trying to break the tail.
I'm trying not to repeat the errors that Cecil made, but at the same time, I'm curious as to what kind of level of flexibility this is supposed to have. Because when I look at it visually, it looks like it's designed to go one way, kind of like a chain link.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's not really that way. It's an optical illusion. So I'm trying to remember what it is Cecil did to break it. I think he dropped it, but then I think he also broke the tail off somehow. But then shouldn't you be able to reattach the tail? I don't know. So I'm trying to look at the line and see if everything is supposed to bend along that line or if it's supposed to be able to bend in any direction. So it's pretty sweet though. At first I was going to put these back in the boxes on stream, but I think that'll bore everyone to hell. And
well, me anyway. Yeah.
Well, it's okay if we board Dillard. Yeah, yeah. Hey, wait, huh? So the bendy wire ends around here, it feels like. And then the rest of this is like rubber.
Okay.
So like, I mean, can you effectively bend this in such a way that it resembles like a scorpion tail ready to strike? Or because right now it doesn't look like it.
Well, you should have got a scorpion toy if you wanted to do that.
Well, he hasn't released Scorpion yet.
Oh, scorpion. You mean that at the road? No.
The what?
Or whatever he decides he's going to name his next thing.
I don't know if the villains have similar naming convention.
The scorpion's going to be named Dodecahedrontron.
Oh man! So he's got a utility belt, just like Cyberfrog has.
Just like the buckler.
Yeah, and like the buckler has. And then for reference,
somebody told me I should make one of those dioramas like they did for the Batman belt that shows like what it has inside the belt.
a diorama showing what's in the belt.
Yeah, remember how the Batman used to have that one like in this pouch it has this, or in this pouch it has this. Like it's a good idea. I might do that.
Except for the buckler, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Wait, would it be like just an informational static image kind of thing, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh man. Right over here at this point, it looks like it goes limp.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I know. That's why she's not here anymore.
Oh, your good friend and old chum Dark Gift is in the chat.
Hey, what's up, peeps? Hey, feel free to hop on if you want. You know what? The thing about the YouTube thing is, it seems like I don't remember it having limited people from scrolling back. I think that's kind of recent, but I could be wrong.
You mean like time-wise or the amount of chat-wise?
The amount of chat. Like, I thought you used to be able to scroll all the way back to the very beginning.
Oh, no. That's that. You've never been able to do that.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm just smoking butt crack, I guess.
You're smoking that crack cocaine.
Oh. You mean that bowel kind of crap?
Yeah, you're on them bath salts again, ain't you, Wyman?
No, just Tide Pods. Yeah, they're all like that. Mine is. It's the only weird thing about the PVC. See how it looks like? All around that point, I guess. Man, why am I obsessed with this part?
I don't know.
Anyway.
You got a phallic obsession, Wyman.
All right. So here's his face, and there's his venom-like tongue.
Now, does this salamandroid figure actually breathe fire?
No. But it's okay that it doesn't, because otherwise it would be false advertising. I mean, it doesn't advertise on the box that it's supposed to breathe fire. It just describes that he breathes fire.
Ah.
So you're not liable in that regard. Yeah, so all in all, pretty darn cool. Pretty cool. Oh, Anthony, congratulations on winning the bid at that auction. the charity auction for Luke Stone and what's the other guy's name?
Oh, I forgot about that. That's
Yeah, they went on until midnight. Yeah, so a few items sold, and all those. Man, this is cool. I like this part over here. That's. Oh, do I say it? It's ribbed for her pleasure. No. Anyway, so
It's
yeah,
like an air conditioning grate.
yeah. All donations are like split between the two of them because they're both in need of help.
But what if I want to help one and not the other?
Right. Well, tough luck, you know. You're
Tough
stuck.
luck for them. No, I'm not going to donate.
Well, then, I never. Hey, if anyone's interested, I have a link on the banner and a link pinned to the chat where you can help Lola out with the challenges she's having caring for her cat who's getting surgery. Rosetta's got
Why
this.
the hell would I donate to a cat?
Because you're into cats. You're a fan of cats. That's why.
A cat?
That's why, man.
There's all kinds of cats all over the street. Just get a new cat.
Come on. You know you want it. Before I go to the very last package, which is Don Chin's package, I'm going to show you something that's pretty amusing. I think they call these uwu.
They call these what?
Uwu.
Is this a weeb thing?
Yeah.
I love it. Where can I get one?
I don't know if you can anymore. I think the campaign closed. It was part of Raging Golden Eagle's campaign.
That makes sense.
Included these hand rest mouse pads. Pretty funny.
I don't think the idea is to rest your hands too much with those mouse pads.
All right. Woo-wee. Yeah, it's taken four streams for me to catch up on this, on all the boxes that were waiting for me. All right, so let's get the last one. Yeah, Blade Devil, that's the one. Thanks, Shaggy. Blade Devil. He did like a 24-hour closeout stream, I think. And then I think I saw something on Twitter where he ran into some issues where they were trying to keep him from getting the funds from the campaign. All right, so this is Don Chin, Parody Press, Beard Zerker.
What did Wyman Lou order from Parody Press?
Makes you wonder, eh? Hey, Dillard, good job on Don's stream. That was fun.
You had fun?
Yeah. Didn't you?
I try to make it entertaining.
I think it came out good.
I try to subvert expectations.
You try to Ryan Johnson us?
That's right.
Oh, damn.
You know what it's called? It's a theory, a theorem that I heard of way back in the day. And I liked it when I heard it. It's called a, what is it called? It's called a...
Being an a-hole?
No, I was an a-hole?
No. Subverting expectations, doing a Ryan Johnson.
I mean, there's subverting expectations is fantastic when you do it right. It's called a pattern interrupt.
Pattern interrupt.
Yeah, pattern interrupt. When you go on somebody's stream normally, you expect certain things.
Right.
When somebody throws a monkey wrench into that, it's called a pattern interrupt. It's a way to grab attention, right? Like somebody will say, "Hey, Dillard, give me your 30-second elevator pitch for the buckler," right? And I'll say, "Oh, I don't do elevator pitches. I've never done one." And immediately it causes a short circuit in somebody's head, and they go, "What?" And it garners interest. They say, "What do you mean?" I say, "Well, I mean, boiled down. Like if you really want to boil it down, in essence, this is what it is." And it immediately grabs their attention, even though you do have a pitch. It's just a high concept pitch. You know what I mean? You're doing a pattern interrupt to get them to kind of get them out of their comfort zone, and everybody that's watching to get interest in what you're talking about.
Man, you and your black magic.
It's kind of like you ever seen this guy named Tommy Sotomayor? He's a YouTuber. He does a show called TNN, Tommy News Network, Tommy News Raw.
It sounds familiar, but I haven't really watched.
Or you ever heard of a guy that used to do a radio program called Tom Leykis?
Oh, that sounds familiar.
And basically what they do is they say things that people don't normally say. And it works. The pattern interrupt works really well for them. Because Tommy Sotomayor is a black guy who talks a lot of shit on black women. And that's a big no-no in the community, right? You don't say bad things about the women in the community, and he does constantly. And it causes people to kind of like stop what they're thinking about and say, why is this guy saying things this way? Why is he saying things, not only things that are truthful, but in a very harsh way? You know what I mean? It's because the whole thing is set up to function like this is something that you need to listen to because people aren't saying what I'm saying. There are people that say the same thing all over the place, but because he's saying it so harshly, it's a pattern interrupt for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's why everyone is clamoring for you to be on their show.
That's correct.
Man, you're like in demand. You're the only one in demand. That's pretty fascinating.
Everybody's like, "Hey, where's old man Dillard? I need him on my show."
Yeah. Shaggy says they terminated RGE's YouTube channel for a day. Yeah, I remember that. But I thought on top of that, he was having issues with his getting the Indiegogo funds when he. I don't know. I could be wrong. Tommy speaks freely, no fucks given.
Yeah. So he's seen Tommy before. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a very interesting show. Some of the stuff he says is complete bullshit, but he does speak his mind very freely.
Well, is he like a political commentator or is he a comedian or?
No, he's kind of like an activist almost.
Oh, all right.
He'll go on and he'll talk about the problems in the black community. Okay. And he pretty much puts every problem in the black community on the shoulders of black women.
Okay, then. Well, that's different.
So he's like a activist for black men.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
It's much more in depth than that. I actually think that he has good intentions, but simply, that's kind of what he is.
Okay. Right on. All right. So, in the Don Chin box, we've got a Beardzerker beard.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So, you too could look like Keanu Reeves.
I already have a beard.
Yeah, but this will make it more lush, more full.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. We got the retail pack plus RTB movie covers and bonus. So that package. We've also got over here mail-in plus backstage pass plus bonus. One of the neat things about, let's do the mail-in one first. One of the neat things about Don Chin is if he comes on your channel, he'll name one of his tiers on his campaign after your channel.
Is that what he does?
Was that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So, I mean, I think they often vary slightly, but at the same time, sometimes they're like basically just the feature tier renamed. But like, for example, he might come on my channel to promote his book, BeardZerker, and then moments later he'll have a tier that says called the WyzGyz special or something like that.
Ah, I see. Hey, you have somebody in your panel here. He's creeping me out. He's not saying anything.
I didn't want to interrupt. What's going on?
That's Tommy Chong, didn't you know?
Tommy Chong.
How's it going, man?
Good, brother. Good. Tired, man. I'm like burning the candle at both ends between my job and the comic book shit. So.
Oh, damn. I bet. I mean, you're not only a promoter, but you do the chill streams, you do the news, Confiscate News.
What's all this I hear about you being a comic book producer now?
Yeah, it's kind of just happening. So obviously I have my book, mine and Albie's book, Hunting Alice, and you didn't have to make me bigger, man. I look like I'm a mess over here. What you call it? And then Iron Liz Scocho from Channel Awesome reached out to me about needing somebody to help her do a comic that she had an idea for, redoing Lightbringer. And she was afraid of being, canceled or whatnot. And I said, well, you came to the right place. We're not afraid to get canceled over here. So
is that a Himalayan rock salt lamp?
Yeah. Over there. Yeah.
Good eyes.
So I'm publishing her book. Yeah, I hooked her up with Vic King as an artist because when her artist found out she was working with a comic skater, he bailed.
Oh my God.
So, and yeah, the book, I think by tomorrow, as long as, as long as Vic was able to do what he said he was going to do, we'll have half the book done already on that one.
Wow.
And then Doc Blaylock, just really doesn't have the patience for doing like the Indiegogo campaign or any of that stuff, and he's new and what have you. So he asked me to do the same thing for him. So I'll be doing the same thing.
What
for
exactly
him.
would you be doing? You would be like setting up, running the campaign, trying to get it funded yourself. Is that what it is?
Well, no. I mean, they have their leg of it to do as well. But yeah, so basically, I'll be running the campaign, setting up promotion streams because Liz, well, especially for Liz, that's a big part of it because she nuked all her social media. So unless you know her email address, there's really or she knows yours, there's really no way of contact. So, I'm setting up, like tomorrow she's going to be on Nick Rekieta.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So,
good.
Well, they have a history together because she was a part of the I Stand With Vic movement during the whole Vic Mignogna thing.
Oh, that's why she's concerned about being canceled.
Yeah, so, well, yeah, I mean, she's a trans woman who voted for Trump, so.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Wow,
so she's yeah. so right there, I mean, that's like, you know, everybody just was like out to get her after that. So, but what you call it? So yeah, so helping promote, you know, getting them on streams or myself, you know, like there's been like I went on Mail-In stream, right? Because it's like Comicsgate presents, I'm Comicsgate. He only usually lets one person per team come up, you know, because you get like 5 minutes. It's like an assembly line. You get 5 minutes, you say your thing, and then they moves on to the next one. So
yeah.
So I went on there by myself. I went on Literature Devil by myself because she, you know, she has a day job, stuff like that. But she went on like V and Fuzo's channel. She's going on Ricada's channel by herself tomorrow. She just went on the Dick Show by herself. So yeah, I mean they have to be, you know, they have to be able to handle their own load on promotion. It's like don't just rely all on me. You know, I've got my own, you know, my own book. I'm also, you know, publishing 2 others now, so it's like I can only do so much. But then when it comes down to, okay, say the books get funded, and then it comes down to fulfillment time, I'll be putting together the print files, dealing with the printers, whether it be the books or prints or trading cards or tapestries or anything like that. I'll handle fulfillment. This way all they have to do really worry about is kind of getting out there on camera once in a blue moon and writing and drawing the book. They don't have to worry about anything else. And I came up with a contract. I spoke with a lawyer friend of mine. He gave me some advice on how to make make up the contract. And so basically they retain 100% IP ownership. I get a small cut off the top of the gross of the funds, a small percentage. And then and it's a one and done deal contract. If we want to work together again on like a book 2, then we just have to draw up another contract.
Okay.
This way it's easy to walk away from. It's not like a long term thing, and they can go publish the next book with whoever the fuck they want, and you know, whatever, you know. So it's all on the
Why man, he said the F word.
Am I not allowed to?
You are. Dylan's just busting your balls.
I was just letting you know.
It's been a while since I've been on your channel, so I forgot, you know.
Yeah, it's people are free to be themselves and cuss all they like because this is adults only. Yeah, so.
Why, you want me to publish the Buckler too, Dylan? Is that what you're getting at?
Who knows? Godly, I'm trying to get as be involved as little as possible with the next Buckler book. I'm telling you. What a nightmare this thing is.
We could talk. I'm actually enjoying it. I'm excited because like it was something I thought about, but like for like down the line. And then when I got the email from Liz, because I guess she was shopping around. I don't know if she sent anybody else emails and they just ignored her or said no or whatever. But I got an email from her because my Dark of Comics email is public, at first I was like, what am I, what would I be getting into? Let me check out this channel. Because I had no clue about Channel Awesome or Iron Liz or Linkara or any of these people. And so I go look it up, and I was like, there'll be a little bit of drama, but nothing tame compared to what we've been through over the last 4.5 years. You know what I mean? Like it's like. Yeah, it's like looking back at like high school when you broke up with your girlfriend. How back then it was the biggest thing, and like now it's like that's nothing. That's what I was like. I was looking at, so I was like, all right, let me see some of the pages. And I went and I actually read the original webcomic, which was god awful. Good idea, but just poorly done. I mean, the artwork was literally done on MS Paint. So.
Oh wow! All right.
So she's like redoing this idea that this guy Linkara put into the public domain because he got lambasted for his version of Lightbringer, and he's like, "That's it, I've had enough," and he put it in public domain. And so she's redoing it, and it's an awesome story, and I mean, I've since seen the whole script, but at the time I only had to read 4 pages, and I was like, all right, let's do this, because I was like, why wait? You know what I mean? Like, worst thing that happens is it doesn't get funded right away, and we try it again if she wants. You know. So.
Well, that's cool.
So you know, why wait? And I've actually got like 2 other people. I don't want to say anything because nothing's set in stone, but I've actually got 2 other people kind of picking my brain about doing the same thing for them.
Wow. What a trip. Oh my gosh.
Well, congratulations on your new endeavor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's
Take
a
it
little
easy,
crazy.
Shaggy. See you, Shaggy.
Oh, take it easy, Shaggy, man.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. It seems like just yesterday that everything started happening, and then you got all these deals going on.
Yeah, like March I launched Hunting Alice, and fast forward to December, and now going from an indie creator to an indie publisher in the matter of like a month and a half.
Yeah.
It's a little intimidating, but I've always realized that whenever I don't think about something, I usually succeed at it. You know,
Right. Mm-hmm.
when I think about it, I tend to overthink it. You know, or psych myself out in some way. You know,
Right. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah,
I'm just having a really hard time with this plastic.
well, I think I mostly have it. I don't know if I'm gonna go and take the time to reattach all the wire ties, or if I'll just stick with the ones I have on here.
See, this is why I ordered 2 sets, because I knew once I took it out, I wasn't gonna put it back. So I have the ones that are out, and then when the book comes, I'll get my other set, and they'll stay in the box.
Yeah,
They'll go on the shelf over there.
I think for now I'll just leave the one on, and then throw the rest in. Throw the rest in here.
Oh,
But
I'm gonna use you as a test. Your stream as a guinea pig.
oh,
I've got these strip lights that I haven't put up yet, and I want to see what they look like when they're on camera.
all right.
That's not the remote.
Does bright light bother you?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I like dim lights. Like even my house, like it's usually like all soft lighting, like lights that I can adjust down to a real low level. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, Anthony, do you actually have lots of, let's say they move forward and they want you to help with the fulfillment. Do you have the room in your place to accommodate all that?
Yeah, the office is. Oh shit! What the fuck was that? The office is small, but there's plenty. I mean, depending, of course, on how successful, like how big the campaign is. Like 100, 200 books I can handle myself. After that, we would probably use like a service like RJ, you know.
Oh, right. Man, I've been doing PO box openings the last couple of days, and many of the campaigns were fulfilled by RJ.
Yeah, I mean,
cool.
If his whole business model is just fulfillment and it's like 250 plus backers, then pay him to do it. This way, if anything gets fucked up, it's not me versus Liz or me versus Doc. It's us versus him. You know, not that I would want to be against RJ. I like RJ, but I'm just saying, you know, even if it wasn't RJ's company, if it was a different fulfillment service, it's us versus them. It's on them to make it right. You know.
Oh yeah, of course. Those are showing up pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. I dimmed them down too.
Oh wow.
And these ones are music.
Oh, so are these audio sensitive? So as you play,
So like as I talk, the lights change. Boo.
Okay.
So like if I'm doing open mic night, I can, but I
Yep.
wanted to light up this corner a little bit, but I didn't want to interfere with the black light. So this way you
Yeah.
can see what I have going on. Like you could see the Cyber Frog and Sal, and
Oh, all right.
you can see my Jason and Freddy over there and stuff like that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so I just got like a 6 foot strand right now just to test it out. And it looks good. So I'll order more, and I'll order a bunch of connectors because you could cut them and then like add like extension connectors.
Was that right? Okay.
Yeah. And like so like if you cut the strip and it doesn't have any ends, you can actually buy connectors to make them work. So as long as you cut them in the right spot.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it's got like predetermined.
Yeah, they're all marked out. Like I think it's like every inch you could cut right there, and it's right where the connectors are. So you're basically just splitting the connectors, and then you can just buy for like a couple of bucks these like things that crimp on, and then they clasp together. So
Nice.
yeah, I'll order those tomorrow
Hmm.
and get more. I just wanted to test it out.
Very cool.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I do what I do.
gotta write my taxes off somehow.
Yeah.
I just found out I could write my taxes off for the lunch I had while I was running the errands, picking that up and dropping stuff off in the mail that it all had pertained to the business. I was like, I could write that off. They were like, yeah, you can write that off. I was like,
Are you in LLC right now?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I did that last year.
How long is the process for that? I mean, is it just a matter of filling out a couple of long forms and then mailing it in, and then they?
Most of the forms you could do right online.
Oh,
There's like one that I had to actually mail in, and I don't know why that one was so special, but yeah, I mean, a day, 2 days. Like you said, from when you send the form in and pay the filing fee, like within a day or two, they email you the certificate,
wow.
and then if you want to do a DBA, you just apply. It's like $50 to add a DBA, and usually you get that back in a day or two.
Huh.
Um,
Interesting.
yeah, it was fairly inexpensive. I think at the end of the day, I paid like $200-300 because I did a DBA, and I might not even been maybe like $200 tops, maybe. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was like 125 and 50, and then maybe another fee, so like about $200.
So what is it like? Dark Gift Productions, DBA, Dark Gift Comics.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I gotta get these kids to bed. I don't know how long you're gonna be on, Wyman, but it's gonna be at least an hour.
Okay. All right.
So
yeah, I'll see how things go. I'll
Okay.
play
So
by
if you're
ear.
still on when I finish, I'll hop back on.
Awesome.
Gotta go take care of this. And Dark Gift, I'll see you. Hopefully you're still around. I don't know. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, I'll be around, brother. I'll see you.
Take it easy. Yeah. So, do you have like a regular family lawyer you work with, or did you use like LegalZoom?
No, I did it all myself. I just looked everything up, and I was gonna use LegalZoom, but then I was comparing the pricing, like what LegalZoom charges you to do, and then how much it costs if you do it yourself. So,
Okay.
because I wasn't going for any, like now if I want to expand basically what I'm doing now still falls under what I applied the LLC for, if I decide to expand and move into other arenas, I will have to probably do some paperwork. At which point, if I don't understand exactly how to do it, I would probably have to get a lawyer to do it for me. But it was fairly, I mean, it's fairly straightforward. Once you like look up what you got to do and find out like what code you have to put in for the type of business that you're doing and stuff like that.
Right.
Once you get all that together, it's real. I mean, it is. It's just a matter of punching in information. It's really all about like your social security number. Your, you can't have a PO box. It has to be a physical address. So right now, the company's address is my address. Because
Right.
But then I also just found out now I could, because of that and because I have this office now after my roommate moved out, I could literally write off this little room, the square footage of this room, and a percentage of all my utilities.
Yeah, that was my understanding too, because your office is at home. So that portion is dedicated to working in the office, and all supplies therein can be written off.
Yeah, I found out like today I bought a new Jason NECA figure from Friday the 13th Part 7.
Oh.
Because I use it as display, like I can literally write this off as like research and development because maybe I want to make an action figure out of my own characters. So I'm buying this to see the quality of the work.
Yeah, for sure.
You could write off like all the books that I've backed. I can write them. I wrote them off last year because, like I said, I did the LLC in May of 2020. So when I did my taxes in the beginning of the year, I wrote off all the projects that I backed.
That's smart. That's what I should have done. Because I backed a lot of projects. Welcome, Jedi Bill. How's it going?
Now I can't get it in the stand again.
They don't have. They're not designed with those like holes in the feet like GI Joes, are they?
No, they have them. I've never seen like a thing for them to stand on, but I suppose you can make your own.
Yeah, or some figures might even. Well, actually, I guess it would be the more expensive ones, like from Hot Toys, that would have the special stands with the excuse me, thing that wraps around their waist.
Oh yeah. Like the ones that Cyber Frogs are going to come with.
Yeah, as John Malin refers to them as slave catchers.
Yeah. What's up, Jedi Bill?
So let me see. So we've got Beard Zerker. This is my last box, and then I'll be caught up. Holy moly.
So and then tomorrow I actually apparently just an hour ago saw an email from somebody and scheduled a phone call for tomorrow afternoon. That could be very big news, but we'll see.
Really?
Yeah. We'll see.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so we've got Beard Zerker.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of on hiatus from backing campaigns because I simply can't afford them right now.
Oh, I hear you, bro. I hear you.
You might say I blew my load early.
Yeah, I feel it, with the Lightbringer campaign. We have a $5,000 goal because Liz is paying Vic out of pocket, so.
Oh, all right.
5 pages out of clip, so. But she's actually fairly consistent. Like, I think she paid him 2 weeks in a row and then had to take a week off, and then she just paid him to do the next 5, which he
Oh,
should be done with tomorrow.
nice, nice.
So so it's a high goal, and we just crossed 1,000, and we've got like 15 days left.
So is that in the first 30?
It's the first 30. Yeah.
All right, good.
So,
This
but
is-
yeah, we crossed the $1,000 threshold, which is nice. And I know it's a tough time of year. I tried to, explaining that, but she was really really wanting to get it done and out the door. And I get that. I get the excitement. So I was like, all right, yeah, we'll muscle through.
Sounds like a plan. Beard Circle. That looks familiar. I'm not sure, but do you know if this is supposed to be U.S. Assassin?
It is.
Okay, all right.
I believe the artist did it. The artist from U.S. Assassin. I think that's what's his name?
McMahon?
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Oh, colored by Matt Yaki, it looks like.
That might be the case too. Yeah.
Yaki, yep. It's time to fear the beard. He's a heavy metal warrior in a long, deep sleep, now awakened. All right, so let's open one of these. Check it out.
I have 3 of the WyzGyzEntertainment guitar picks.
Oh my gosh, you lucky bum.
I got 2 of the prototypes, the original prototypes.
Hold on, let me bring you up. I want to see these.
So that's the original prototype.
Oh my god.
He sent me one with X-Farce, and then he sent me one of the so I was like the first person to actually have one of these, and then I think the next guy was another gentleman who plays guitar. I forget his name. He's gonna kill me. He's actually been on my channel a couple of times. And then of course I have the
Oh wow, those are detailed.
yeah, this is the one that is the actual one that everybody got. And then he sent me another one of these. It's over there. So I got these 2 with WyzGyz, and then the other one with X-Farce.
Wow, those are cool.
He sent me one because I said I don't know if I want to use it, because I was like, they're too nice. I don't know if I'm going to actually want to use one, use it to play.
Right.
So I think he sent me one so I could actually use one and still have the prototype intact.
Well, that would be my concern. Like, if you start using it, is the image going to wear off over time, or does it have enough coats of?
No, after a while, your thumb will, your sweat and thumb and oils and stuff will eat away at the ink.
Gotcha.
And then besides that, the point will wear down. It'll dull out.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't think about those things because I don't play. That's a good observation that the point itself wears down over time.
Yeah, I mean that's why you gotta always buy guitar picks. Like the one that I use now, I have 2 sitting over here, so this way I don't have to go looking for more. But both of them are starting to get a little dull. I'm gonna have to go fish another one out. Like these points here. I'll grab one.
Oh yeah.
So the tips. All right. So this is the WyzGyz, and this is the one that I've been using. And you see how the WyzGyz one's nice and comes to a nice point.
Uh-huh.
And then this one's starting to get beveled on the edge here, and starting to get flat on the tip because the strings chip away at them.
Are they all always made out of the same material, or do they come in different materials? Some stronger than others.
They usually the same material. They do come in different thicknesses. You can get like extra light, which they're like real floppy, and that's usually for a softer sound.
Oh, all right.
If you're not strumming too hard, it's more for picking. It gives it more of a twang. The heavier ones are gonna give you a more blunt sound. They're really good for like metal, for like if you're playing like electric guitar and you're playing metal. The thicker the pick, the faster you can chug on the string. You know.
Oh,
Yeah, the artwork in this looks good. I haven't read it yet, but I looked through it, and freaking artwork is awesome. It's
yeah,
exactly what you would expect a parody comic to look like. You know.
yeah.
There are some picks that are made out of bone. Some they're expensive. Some picks are made out of metal. I'm not a fan of metal on metal. You know what I mean? Like a metal pick on against a metal guitar
Oh,
string.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any advantage to using something like bone or metal?
It gives you a different sound. I guess
Oh,
it depends on where you're going. I mean, you know, they're a lot harder and firmer. They'll last longer. So that there are benefits, but they're like so niche that like you literally want to have all those benefits. Like you want to have the distinct sound that a bone or metal guitar pick will give you. You want to be able to have a very firm pick so that you can play like heavy stuff.
right.
You know, it's like you literally need to like check off all the boxes and be like, okay, it's worth it for me to go buy that pick. You know, whereas you could buy regular picks like 20 for like $5. You know what I mean? Where you might pay $5 or $10 for one pick if it's made out of metal or bone. You know.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, Durr. Yeah, that makes sense because he's in Beard Zerker. His weapon is a guitar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a battle axe because you know guitars
Yeah.
are called axes. You know.
Yeah, that's true. I was going. Wait a minute.
Now I should warn you. Did he give you a copy of the glitter?
Yeah.
Careful with the glitter. He almost got me with that shit. I almost dumped it all over my desk. What the fuck are you doing, Don?
I saw in one of his streams when he was filming himself doing fulfillment that he mentioned he put some glitter in it. Oh man, that's funny.
It's cool. I mean, the music, no confetti, but
Yeah,
still.
musical notes. Yeah, exactly. But then it kind of makes it a pain in the rear to pull everything else out.
You should. So in that package, you should have a guitar pick.
Yeah, I saw one. So this is
I got mine too.
now. Is this supposed to? Is there like some significance to this? Because this makes me think of like ribbons at you know, festivals or something. Like
no, I think it's just a ribbon bookmark, but I think it's supposed to be a spoof on, well, not a spoof. It's actually like, you know, Rockstar energy drink.
oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's the same logo. I don't know how he got away with that.
Well, I mean, I was
unless they're not in business anymore, but I think they are.
Oh man, dang glitter!
I know. It's
I can't pull all the products out without getting the glitter.
You have to literally do it one at a time. That's how I had to do it.
Oh no!
And when I got to the top of the bag, I shook it off real quick before I pulled it all the way out.
No.
Yeah, and you gotta take. You know what helped me too? I took the book out. I took the book out first, and then so I could stick my whole hand in the bag and pull each one out one at a time.
Oh man! Oh shoot! Dang it! Yeah, I just lost some notes. Oh, dang it!
I think Don owes everybody a gift card to a cleaning service to come vacuum the fucking confetti out of their carpet.
Oh, that's pretty funny. I don't think I ever would have thought about putting confetti in a backers.
Dude, if I had not noticed it and just dumped it all over my desk, I would have been so pissed. I mean, how do you stay mad at Don, right? But I was still, for like 10, 15 minutes, I would have been pissed. While I was cleaning it up, I would have been like, God damn it. Like at work, we don't allow any confetti or glitter, and we don't allow like now the big thing is like balloons with confetti in them, and we don't allow
oh
those.
man. Oh my gosh.
I remember somebody like brought what some people like bring them anyway because they
Uh-huh.
know we're not going to say that they can't put them up. One of these days, my boss is going to be like, "No, you can't put them up," but she's too nice.
Oh man.
But there was one time, and it was like the balloons were like centerpieces, and one of the tables was right under one of the hi-hat lights, and
Hmm. Oh
the
really?
balloon popped, and confetti
Oh,
went all over the people sitting, all
oh,
over their plates of food.
oh.
Uh, yeah. I was like, and I just looked at the lady. I go, "This is why we told you not to do it, but you did it anyway." And I just walked away.
Uh, did you get a chance to see that party's reaction? I mean, did they have a kick out of it, or were they like bummed that it got in their food?
It was there was luckily it was a buffet, right? So
Oh,
it was a table of 10. It was a table of 10. It was a shower, so it was like a table of 10 women,
all
and
right.
like five of them were laughing. The other five were a little like, but it was just like, what do you want me to do, right? So then they had to get up, and we cleared the whole table and then reset the whole table. Um, I mean, we left the confetti like on the table,
Mhm.
but like we got them all new plates, silverware, napkins, water glasses, coffee mugs, like everything that replaced the drinks if they had any.
Do they have to buy a whole new round of food?
No, like I said, it was a buffet, so they had to go back up on the and go make themselves a new plate.
Okay. The buffet is not literally there at their table. It was,
Right. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, no, it was
gotcha. Oh
so
wow, man,
but,
crazy. That's pretty funny.
yeah. Yeah, I
Pretty.
mean, I had fun at work, but I was talking with actually I was talking with Tug the other day.
Oh yeah.
Uh, yeah, because he also has a prior interactions with Liz, so talking about maybe getting her on his channel, even though he hasn't been doing much streaming lately. But he's like, yeah, I love Liz. He's like, if I can figure it out, I will. Blah blah blah. And we actually wound up talking for like an hour and a half, and he asked me, he's like, so like, what's your plan? Like, what's your deal with all this? Because we were talking about all sorts of stuff, right? And
Oh,
I said, I'm 45, man. I was like, I'm in the restaurant business. I have no savings. I have no 401k. I pursued music for 20 years. It didn't work out, um, which is fine. I knew that going in. Like when I dedicated my life to it, I was like, this is either going to work out or I'm going to be screwed. And I knew that going in. And I said, so this is like my last shot at like, I'm 50 subs away from 1,000 or a little over 50. I think it's like 55 or something like that.
yeah, you're real close, man.
Yeah, and we just did Hunting Alice, and I got these other two books, and I have another book that I want to do, and there's there's a sequel to Hunting Alice that Albie's working on, um, and then who knows what if people like the Roulette Ash Can, maybe that'll be its own property too. Um, so, you know, even if I don't retire totally out of the restaurant business, if I could drop down to like 2 nights a week instead of 14-hour long Saturdays because I have to, work Friday night, all day Saturday, Sunday morning, and then I work in the office Monday and Tuesdays helping to book the parties on my boss's day off, or days off. I can just maybe go and bartend like on a Saturday night or something, and you know, sometimes we do like little business ones during the week, like on a Tuesday, Wednesday night. Pharmaceutical dinners or financial seminars, where they buy dinner for people and they come in and they try to pitch them into being their financial advisor and stuff like that. And
Uh,
those are great because they're usually only like anywhere from like 10 people to like 40 people tops.
mhm.
Um, and usually it's like in the 20 to 25 range, and it's easy because like once we drop the salads and they start talking, we leave the room for like an hour and have nothing to do, and then as soon as they're done talking, we just throw the food down in front of them, and most of them eat and get the fuck out. It's usually like a 2 or 3 hour thing, and you make like $150 to $250, you know. So I would do those all day long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, if I could drop down to like 2 nights a week and then just do this more full time and that more part time, that would be killer. That would be ideal. You know, because then I can start putting money away. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure. That would be sweet. Yeah, when I was looking at the ribbon, I was thinking more, not so much the design of the guitar, but or the lettering for that matter. I was thinking the fact that it was a ribbon to begin with.
You know what it reminded me of?
What?
Do you remember? How old are you, Wes?
I'm 49.
So we're in the same age bracket. Remember Dare? Dare to keep kids off drugs?
Yeah.
Remember the red ribbons they gave you?
All right.
Yeah. And it would say like keep kids drug free on the red ribbon, and had the little Dare logo at the top.
Right.
And the funny part was those ribbons were so cheap you could erase the little gold lettering. You could erase it. So it used to say "Make kids drug free," and me and my buddy would erase the F and the R and and then just draw an S at the end, and it said "Make kids druggies." And no one ever caught on. Like we would wear our ribbons on our chest, with our Dare T-shirt. Like we were all behind it. We were just totally like fucking troll. We were trolling them before we knew what trolling before trolling was even a word. You know.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I saw the ribbon, it took me back to World's
like Renaissance fairs and stuff. Yeah.
Well, more like World's Fair. You got a ribbon for best pig.
Oh yeah.
So we got that. We got a magnet, which is cool.
Yeah. Did you get 2? I got 2.
I got. Let me see. I think I got 1.
Maybe it was a mistake. I got 2. I put 1 on the fridge and I have 1 back over here.
Oh, okay. The same image.
Yeah, it was the same exact. That's why I'm thinking it was a mistake because they were actually kind of stuck together. Like I had to peel them apart.
Gotcha. Yeah, it could be. I found another loose musical note glitter just now.
Damn you, Don.
I thought I got them all too. I thought I caught them all. Those are pretty cool. And then captured again. All right.
Next time Don has like an open calling show, we should all just go on and confront him about the glitter. We're not here to pitch books, Don. We want a word with you on this glitter thing.
This is an intervention. So we got the cat sticker. That's pretty cool. So that's 2 stickers. Then we've got. Okay, this is another sticker. Oh, all right, it's a version of that other round sticker, except this is like metallic, reflective.
Yeah, it's got the yeah.
That's cool.
I feel like 1 might be like a like an iron-on. I think I have to go back and look at the stuff.
Not on mine. Mine, it looks like in my case they're both stickers.
The one on the wax paper isn't an iron-on?
You know what? I don't know. I want to say it's a sticker, but let me see. Oh my gosh, maybe it is. Oh wait. No, it's a sticker.
Yeah, you're right. Because if it was an iron-on, it would be reverse image, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this way, when you ironed it on, it would be right side.
We got a couple trading cards. Parody Press. Beard Zerker. And then maybe it goes like No, it goes like this way.
I love the ZZ Top logo within the ByzGyzNow logo.
Oh yeah,
The two Z's.
yeah, that's really cool. And then the back side of that one. We got a tiny little X-Cons cover trading card. And then let's see, the back side of this card talks about Jack Kirby.
Yeah. I think that one's signed too. That's why it's in the top loader. I could be wrong, but I feel like it was signed.
Mine doesn't appear to be. I might have another one of these cards that is signed. Oh my gosh. Holy crap.
But
So I actually have 2 guitar picks. Whoa.
oh, he sent you a prototype too? Cool.
Is the prototype one the one with the white border?
Yes.
That's
Yes,
like
'cause-
marbly?
Yeah, because it's called Mother of Pearl is the
Yeah.
design. And the reason why he swapped it to the full image was because he comes out bigger and clearer in the
Yeah.
main one. The prototype, he's a little smaller and fuzzier.
Yeah, that's true. It is totally solid and opaque on the finished result. On the prototype, he's like translucent. So
Yeah.
you can actually see the mother of pearl behind it.
Yeah, well, that would happen with the Mother of Pearl. So yeah. But the regular one is just like a nice full on like.
Just solid plastic, right?
Yeah, and the ink used on it was like a darker ink finish, and I believe it has a little bit of like a. I don't want to say like like the sticker, like not like to that extent, but I feel like it has a little bit of a reflection to it.
Okay. All right, so let me see. What the? I found another musical note.
Damn you, Don.
So on one of Don Chin's streams, I was able to win a copy of X-Force Reloaded.
Oh, nice.
So that's cool.
Yeah, he sent me a copy of the Kirby tribute, the X-Cons cover with my
Ooh.
ByzGyz, because when I did X-Force, I forgot to back that one, and I thought I thought I added it on, but I didn't, and I was like, oh man, and he's like, well, you're gonna have to pay shipping on just one book, and and I was like, well, I could PayPal you, and then I was like, you know what, I got bills to pay, I can't do it right now, and then I just never did, and then he was like, I'll just throw it in with your ByzGyz for all the support you've given me. I was
Oh,
like, I appreciate that, yeah.
that's cool.
But the only thing is, I think he promised Robert one too, and I think I got Robert's and Robert got mine.
Oh, wow.
Because on the backing board he wrote a note to Robert, and I told Robert, I go, find yours, because he put his in his box and put the box away because his kids will destroy his comics, and he just hasn't had time to look. But I told Robert to look because I was like, if you have a note on your backing board to me, I want it. I was like, so I'll mail you your note, you mail me my note. And what you call it? But I made a joke in my unboxing video. I was like, the irony of this is the Asian man thinks all Romanos look alike.
That was good. Yeah. I mean, did he sign any of the book, or was that like signed only by the artist?
No, I swear all mine are signed by him.
Okay.
All the ones that I have that are signed by him.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't think he signs all of them, though. I think he just signs like one or two. Could you imagine having to sign 5 different covers for like 1,000 different orders? That's like fucking crazy.
That'll keep you busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, take breaks and make sure you don't get carpal tunnel, and cupidal tunnel, and every other tunnel. Are you on the list? Got Heroes.
Yeah, I've got a couple of free heroes that he likes to send those out to people.
Issue
I got
1.
I don't know which ones I have.
Issue 1B. Oh, I got some more Beardzerkers over here. So, oh, this might be from a second backing. I seem to back his campaigns 2 or 3 times each.
Oh, you got doubles.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite covers.
Yeah, Preston, when it comes to painting, he's awesome.
Oh, man. He's so good.
Now, see, you backed this twice. You could have saved that money and backed Lightbringer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I like the She one, too. I think that's
Yeah.
my second favorite.
Me too. All right, so that's that. Let me set these comics aside and then dig into the next sub package, I guess you might say. I think I'm still waiting on a lot of books despite all the packages I got. Man, it was crazy when I got home. You know, I was visiting California for 2 months. I got home and there was a pile of, it didn't look like it at first, but I think in total it was like somewhere around 70 packages.
Wow. Would they all hold, you had them hold it at the post office?
No, I had a friend hold them, pick them up for me periodically. Sometimes the post office people got kind of annoyed. And then it turned out that because I was doing all kinds of stuff around the same time and also tried to manage a move, you know, on Indiegogo, how it seems like you have to update your mailing address on every single campaign individually instead of one place.
Yeah, right.
I was finding that a lot of my backings were starting to fulfill, and they were going to my old address. So in some cases, if people went with the very cheapest method of shipping, then they would do they would do the mail forwarding, but they would charge additional money for doing the forwarding, which kind of sucked. So I had to, wow. Is this like all right. This might be a third backing. All right. So, okay. So I got this cover again, but it looks like I have slightly different stuff on the back. Oh, all right.
Yeah, I didn't get that. What's
This-
that?
Thanks, Wyman. You rock. Uh-oh. I got to be careful.
More glitter.
I did a couple of the tiers, like, you know, when you back a Don Chin campaign, sometimes I get different stuff. Well,
Right.
like on one of the campaigns I backed of his, I got an old screenplay. So that was pretty cool. All right, so
I want to know what that green guitar thing was.
yeah. Ooh, I got a sketch card. Oh, dang it. All right. Oh, wow. Those musical notes even get inside the sleeves. Well, check that out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let me put that over there. So, oh, you know what? I think it looks like a bag. It looks like a bag that you put a bottle of water or a bottle of wine into.
Oh, nice. I didn't get one of those. I'm upset, Tom. That's it.
Yeah, it's just a bag. It's just a bag with handles. So if you're like bringing someone a gift, like someone invited you to a gathering, and you wanted to bring him a homecoming or a little gift of wine or something, then you could put it in the bag. Oh my gosh. More glitter. Okay. And more guitar picks and more ribbons. So the first ribbon I got was red, black guitar on red background. The next one is red guitar on black background. I have one that's black guitar on green background. So at least it seems like I'm getting different ones. All right, so Black Belt Hamsters 3D.
Nice.
There was that's funny. Instead, the Darth Vader character looks like the Wicked Witch of the West, and the Death Star just looks like a Pac-Man character.
Yeah.
There was a tier I was meaning to back on his campaign that had all the Star Wars parody books, and then I think it had some original sketches of his. But by the time I was ready to back it, when I had more money, then he'd already taken it down. I think it was when he went over to. I think it's when he went over to In Demand, and then soon thereafter, I think he actually sold it at auction on Red Valkyrie's channel.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think he did.
And then let's see. Beards are all right. So here's the she cover. Oh, wait. All right. So 2 more covers of the she cover. I might have gotten a retail pack. 2 more covers of this one, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the original one. Well, it's the Cyber Frog themed one. Oh, wow. All right. Hold on. Are these the same cards or different cards? I can't tell. But I've got 2 more ribbons, black on red and black on magenta or pink.
If you have any extra guitar picks, I could use a second of the regular one.
You mean you don't have like this toolbox full of guitar picks?
No, but because I have 2 of the prototypes, but only 1 of the regulars, so I feel like I feel like it's odd. It's an odd man out. Like they should be like 2 and 2.
2 of this Berserker cover, U.S. Assassins. I like these ones that look realistic. That look like they came off a photograph.
Yeah, it looks like the movie poster. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 of those. 2 of this cover. Yeah, this is the cover, isn't it? It's just Virgin.
It's a Virgin Kirby homage, yeah.
It's done by Martian. And then, wait, what? Oh, okay. Interesting. So then I've got 2 of these. And then 1 more of the Rainbow the Brute painting.
You could do like a giveaway.
Actually, I probably could. I probably could. Maybe at the 1,000 mark. Are you good? Do you have plans on what you want to do for your when you hit 1,000 subs?
Good question. No, I don't really have plans. I guess I should think about that, right?
Yeah.
I have an extra copy of the mail-in cover for Super Dead I can give away.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Actually, I know who I should give this to. But
You do you?
yeah, 'cause I originally bought it from my buddy JJ. Me and my buddy Hanstar chipped in for it because at the time he was only able to back the 1 cover.
Oh man.
So we were going to surprise him with it, but then he wound up backing the 2nd cover anyway later on. So so I wound up with it, and I think this young lady Candy Cane would appreciate it because she was good friends with him too. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, maybe I'll give it to her.
I see her in streams every now and again.
Yeah, she's from over on that side, but her ex, who passed away, was a big backer. Like, not just a big backer, but he was a big fan of Comicsgate and back books. So he also backed the Wizard campaign, and then died before it was fulfilled.
Oh my god.
So I orchestrated it so that Mandy would send it to her.
Oh.
And then in the Ashcan, because he passed away before I was done with the Ashcan, I was able to work him into the last page like a quick little tribute. He's like walking away, and the RT Bear cat, like a stand-in, is saying goodbye to him as Wart and Cecil are walking up to the scene. It's like you kind of see him in the background going, "Okay, Mox, I'll talk to you later, pal." You know? So she really wanted to get her hands on that, but she didn't want to go into his parents' house because the people taking care of his parents weren't the friendliest to her, and they wouldn't let her. Yeah, so I made sure that Mandy sent it to her.
Wait, am I? Wait, Candy Cane was not, or was she? JJ's girlfriend?
No, she dated a guy named Mox Rocks, who was a mod on a bunch of Comicsgate and Fandom Menace channels back in the day.
So we lost him too. Holy cow.
Yeah, he was at a bar. Some guy came in waving a gun around. He pulled his gun out. And didn't win. So he was trying to protect some people, and didn't work out in his favor. But
man, that blows.
Yeah, he was a good guy. Supporter.
Yeah, she would. Yeah, she sounds like she'd be very appreciative of something like that. So let me set these over here. I'm gonna put this magnet on the fridge. I'm building up a nice collection of magnets too.
I know, me too. I got a bunch of Comicsgate magnets up there.
Did you see a couple of my latest? I don't suppose you caught any of my P.O. Box opening streams lately, have you?
Not since probably like the beginning of October.
Okay. Yeah, the last I did. This is the fourth PO box opening stream in 2 days.
Oh wow.
Because like I said, I had like 70 or so to go through. I got this cool canvas framed stretched canvas Siamese from
Is that Dojo? Yeah.
Yep. Dojo Kun Comics. And Shea Red Valkyrie made this cosplay mask.
Is that what character is that?
It's from excuse me. I don't remember the name. Well, it's from Veil Walker.
Okay.
And then Kill Journal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, she does good work.
The Shay did the Veil Walker one and 2 other masks that I got. And then the Kill Journal mask is made by someone who Adam Lawson knows.
All right, cool.
And then these acrylic standees are getting really good. This one is from Infinitail Chronicles. And then this one is from Downcast.
Oh, nice. Oh, man, I think I missed the third one. Did I back the third one? Oh, no, I think I backed it. All right, good.
Very cool stuff.
Yeah, you're going to need a bigger shelf soon.
Yeah, I mean, these 2 bookshelves are dedicated to all Comicsgate. And with my previous collection, I've filled maybe 1/4 of it to 2/3. But with all the newest stuff that I've got now, I think I might be able to fill 1 full one.
There you go.
And that's a lot of product because Comicsgate fulfills.
Yes, they do.
So let's see. I'll have to find a home for that glitter later.
Mail it back to him.
Hey Don, you forgot something.
I think I got this by mistake.
That'd be funny. I think I got this by mistake.
I'm probably gonna have to jump off after this cigarette because,
all
like
right.
I said, I have an important phone call tomorrow. So.
Oh yeah. You don't want to miss that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's 1:00 in the afternoon, but I want to be able to get some stuff done and be ready for it, and not just running around like a lunatic.
yeah, you don't want to have to wing it at the last minute. Afraid of missing something. Yeah, and do your best not to burn the candle at both ends, because I've been there and it's not a fun time.
No, it's not. It's not.
There was a time at which I was working a seasonal job, working 40 plus hours a week, full time. And then on top of that, I was doing Uber and Uber Eats. And at the time I was working there, which was like 2018, 2019, they allowed you to work like 10 or 12-hour shifts or something before the app itself would physically block you from working anymore. So I was trying to do that on top of it, and put in at least 10 hours, and that was not wise. So I was kind of like foggy in the head quite often,
Yeah,
and
man.
that led to not so safe driving, which led to my occasionally swerving and driving over concrete dividers,
Oh shit.
and that tore up my axle supports, as the wheel supports, and ripped a hole in my oil tank.
Ooh.
The oil drained, and suddenly I lost the ability to accelerate, and I eventually came to a dead stop
You seized
in
up the engine.
morning rush hour
Oh shit.
in the center lane.
Oh.
And you know what, to add insult to injury, I was at a dead stop, right? So I had my flashers on. I kept trying to wave people to go past me. And some goober pulled up maybe one or two car lengths behind me. And, I wasn't going anywhere. I couldn't move forward. I couldn't move backward. The only controls I had were brake, but I was already at a dead stop. And moments later, I felt my car shake, right? Because I was sitting there waiting for a tow. And I come to find out that the damn driver behind me bumped into my rear. And
Purposely?
was that?
Purposely?
I'm pretty certain, or they weren't paying attention, or I'm not clear what happened. I just noticed that I more or less got rear-ended, but not heavily, not strongly. And then a cop finally came over. The cop asks us both questions, and then they make the stupid determination that I somehow miraculously rolled backwards and into his vehicle.
What?
That's what I'm asking myself. How does that happen? How is that physically, scientifically possible? So
That's crazy.
I got marked on the insurance as being the cause.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
I remember me and my buddy were driving going into the city, and we were going to the Lincoln Tunnel, and there's like 3 or 4 lanes that like come in this way when you come into the tunnel entrance right before the toll, like right before the entrance. There's like a line of tolls, and like we were coming up to the tolls, and then there's like another 4 or 5 lanes coming this way, and they all merge together into one big like 12-lane thing, right?
Oh, right.
And there was traffic, and we were like driving, and we're middle lane, and we were at a dead stop, and then I go to accelerate when the traffic moves, and car ain't going. The engine's revving, but the car ain't going anywhere. And like we're stuck there. We got the hazards on. It's like raining, and like cars are like flying past the like coming up like behind us, and then realizing that we're not moving, and then swerving at the last second.
Oh,
And
man.
and like there's Mack trucks doing the same thing. I'm like, dude, we got to get out of the car. We have to get out of this car. We can't push it because we'll get killed. But if there's a break in traffic, we need to make a run for the shoulder because we're gonna die. One of these trucks is gonna just plow into us. And sure enough, we ran out. I ran all the way up to the toll booth, and I was like, "Listen, we're stuck back there. Like we're in the middle lane. We need to get a tow truck out here quick before there's going to be an accident. Someone's going to hit the car." So the Port Authority has like a special, like it's like a truck with like a flat. I don't want to say like a battering ram, but it's like a flat like thing that sticks off the front end of this truck. It's like a huge, massive truck, and they come up behind you, and instead of tow you, they push you. So they literally pushed us through the tunnel and then over to the shoulder once we got out of the tunnel. And then somebody came and did something and got the car running for us. And yeah, we were good to go the rest of the night. But that was some scary shit, dude. I thought we were going to die for sure.
Damn, yeah. No doubt. How's it going, Diller?
I heard the whole story, Wyman. Clearly, you were at fault.
No, I was not. I'm innocent, I tells you.
I'll tell you the worst situation breaking down. When I was an over-the-road truck driver, I was driving on my way home, and I was coming to the scales they have over there in Barstow. And you got to pull in to get your truck weighed. And when you pull in and drive through, they kind of do a quick visual inspection of your truck and all that. If they see anything fishy, they'll pull you in, do a, class 1, 2, or 3 inspection. And you end up getting a bunch of fucking tickets usually. They pull you in. So I'm like, I want to get home. I want to just, just kind of avoid all this. Come to find out, I didn't know this at the time, but my gas gauge had stopped working on the truck. Ooh. And I fucking run out of gas right in the line of the scales. They got to shut down the fucking scale house. And they pull me in for a fucking complete inspection, dude. Best thing about it, no ticket.
Oh, well, there you go. At least you didn't get a ticket.
They've given me tickets before for like the trailer that I picked up had wires that were like not secured in a workman-like fashion. Like just bullshit, But like for some reason, just whatever rig I was pulling that day, like just everything was perfect. But it did take me a good 6 hours to get somebody out there to get the truck going again.
Oh wow.
And hi guys, and I saw your pinned comment there, WyzGyz. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I managed to raise the first part, but I kind of did sell off some art and shipped out some packages today.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
What kind of art do you sell?
Basically a chunk of the pinups I've been doing on not the ones for the book, but the ones I've been doing on like Thursdays and stuff with Mock are all in the mail now.
Nice. All right.
There you go.
Cool.
Hey, whatever pays for the bills, right?
For sure. Yeah. It helps to have a talent like art to, bring in some extra money.
It also helps having a crazy community that all want to help out and do what they can when chips are down.
Oh, yeah.
How you been, Anthony?
Tired, but good.
Fucking know that feeling. It's been crazy the last few weeks.
I was actually gonna jump off because, like I told Wise, I was like, I'll have one last cigarette, but then I gotta go hit the sack.
Yeah, get ready for that meeting. Sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah. I'm interested. It was very vague, but I don't want to get into it, but very interesting and could be, I don't know, could be pretty good, could be pretty big too, but I don't know. I might be overthinking it, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll keep everybody posted.
Yeah.
You guys have a good night.
Hey, thanks for hanging, man. Appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good one.
Take it easy. Get some rest. How are y'all?
Basically, the tired part I'm with him on.
Yeah. I'm finally, actually, this is the very last thing from the P.O. Box opening stream. So with the Don Chin Beard Zerker package that I got, there was this sketch. I can't remember if Don himself draws or if this is one of his artists. And I'm not sure which character this is. Oh, she's on one of the covers of the Beard Zerker. She's on one of the variants. But we got some original art there. And that concludes you might get a kick out of this. I don't know if you saw this, Rosetta. Hold on.
Probably not. I kind of just got here. I've been dealing with shit all night.
Well, I hope you haven't been having to waste more time fighting against the hospitals and stuff.
Oh, that's always a given. But no, actually, today is dealing with a bunch of stuff to get ready to travel and family and funeral and all that. So,
Gotcha.
lovely, fun stuff, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
mailing a bunch of packages for different people's birthday gifts, and then all the packages for the customer stuff and all that. So,
Man, you must have like a whole room dedicated to shipping. Shipping and receiving.
not really. I just have a tendency to take over the house with my artwork, honestly. It's terrible to say, but my husband will confirm that's true.
So you might get a kick out of this. This is something I got at the last minute from Raging Golden Eagles Blade Devil campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 2 mouse pads. It's
Jiggly.
yeah. So you got a hand rest for your mouse,
Mm-hmm.
and then a second one.
The booby one I'm more into.
Yeah.
Just because that's a redheaded booby girl. That kind of makes me feel like home.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. So
I know I missed half of your stream, but I had to or most of your stream, but I had to stop in and say hi, and especially after I saw what you had pinned there.
oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, so this is the last of 4 live streams where I did PO box openings on everything to catch up on what I missed over the last 2 months of my absence. So I had like something like 70 packages all backed up. And I spent the last 4 streams just opening every single one of them.
I did a couple unboxings at the beginning, and then I realized I just don't like doing them. Let's be honest, I just don't like doing them. So it's like I don't bother unless it's something really special somebody sent me that's like completely shoot the moon over the top. I don't do anything with sharing it.
Right. Oh my gosh. I'm glad to be done with that. Now it's a matter of cleaning up all this packaging and making things nice and neat and putting them on the bookshelf. Oh gosh.
Is there any book, Wyman, that you've gotten so far that you're like, I actually want to read this, like right now?
At least half of them. Well, the ones I want, the ones I want to read the most are, let's see, Glenn in Monsterland, Cyberfrog. I want to read She, The Way of the Warrior, Return of the Warrior. I want to read some of the Don Chin books, especially Heroes. Yeah. I want to read Peregrine. I want to read Bonds. Starlight Cats. And I do want to check out Graveyard Shift.
So let's say inspiration strikes you.
Grim
You're
Reaper
like, you know
2.
what? I got some time off. I got a big cup of coffee, and I got a big, comically big, comfortable looking sweater. And I'm gonna read a book. What's the first one you crack open?
Good question. I don't know. I don't know. I probably want something that might be lighthearted, not too deep or heavy or serious. And I probably gravitate toward either Peregrine or Starlight Cats. Or maybe Grim Reaper 2.
Interesting.
How about you? Have you been
I would've-
doing much
I would have
back?
never guessed.
What,
Say what?
what would you have guessed?
Well, I would have guessed that first thing you would have tried to crack open would be Cyberfrog.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested in it.
But the thing is, I don't see many people actually talking about like the Cyberfrog story. I'm just more talking about Ethan. You know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah, he's like a larger than life personality.
Mhm.
I think maybe it's just that, yeah. I don't. Maybe it's because I've just been so busy with my own stuff and been myopic, but I haven't really heard people talking about much of any of the stories except like Peregrine recently.
No, I haven't heard anybody talking about the stories like they're interested. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, there's gradually going to be more and more like Sketchbook 340, I think, was on one of my last streams. I think it was yesterday's or early this morning's, was it? But anyway, he was talking about how he does a lot of book reviews of the smaller creators. So I think there's gradually going to be more and more people who get into the whole book reviews side of things. So I may eventually delve into that realm myself. But I was rambling to Sketchbook, and I was saying, you know what might be interesting is if I read a book and then I basically give a review while I'm live streaming, like doing a drawing stream of fan art for that book, regardless of whether I think it's good or bad.
Why would you do fan art for a book that's bad if you're not a fan?
I don't know, just to try and equalize things, give everyone a fair shake.
It sounds interesting.
At the same time, I'm what part of what's kept me from doing book reviews is that I don't know if it's so much a concern or just the I guess it's like just making people feel bad because I'm not the most tactful in my words. So what I say might not come across clearly.
Oh, you're afraid of giving a bad review.
Kind of. But if you do it right and you're providing constructive criticism, then in the end, even if their hurt feelings might be hurt initially, at least they'll have something to chew on and work from, as opposed to a really bland generic statement like your book sucks. If you can actually provide some examples and cite reasons and make it a critique with valid points, then it might be worthwhile to do.
I got a question. Do you think, because when you're doing the book, you're very involved in the book, right? Do
Mhm.
you think that a lot of these people don't know or are unaware of the things that are not uh, good in their books?
Yeah. I think when you're, I mean, there's the creator being wholly invested in their final product. And I think when you're nose deep in your project, it's easy to become too focused or too myopic on one particular aspect of it. And I think it's challenging when one creator is doing everything. I mean, I myself would be the same kind of same type of a person like that who has the urge to want to have my hand on every aspect of the project, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
I do know, I think I'm resigned to the fact that I will need an editor, and because I strongly believe it's a good idea to have at least a second set of eyes review your story, your dialogue, check for spelling and grammatical errors, and check for consistency, flow, pacing, and make sure the story itself jives. And if you're too deep into it, like you're focused on being super detailed in your art, then you might sacrifice some on the story, or you might spend less time on the buildup of suspense and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's easy for a creator to do that, whether intentional or not. I think it's like subconsciously they might miss it, might go over their head or something. Even with the best planning, they might catch most of the issues, but then there might be something glaringly obvious that just went right over their head that someone else, an outsider, would easily catch. Like on some of these finished products, I'll still see typos. Well, yeah, typos, misspelled words,
Mm-hmm.
uh, incorrect spacing. But in a way, it seems so much easier as an outsider to catch these things. I'm not sure if that even answered your question.
Of course
Um,
it does. There we go. All right, just finished 2 more pages of coloring for the
oh,
job
nice.
I'm working on.
Oh, cool.
And the drive files have been sent.
Is that for your project or a commission?
That's a commission.
Ah,
I'm doing the guy Glacier Mountain Comics. I'm doing the coloring for his book.
oh, wasn't that the one where you had the robot guards outside the station?
No, that book I am doing in its entirety.
Okay. All right.
Same guy, but he has 2 books he wants to kind of come out with at the same time.
Wow. That's
So I'm coloring one of them, and the other one, the shorter one, I'm actually doing everything for.
okay. All right. Hmm.
So from pencils all the way to lettering.
So the person who's hiring you is focused on the storytelling
Yes.
and character design and creation.
No, I do that as well.
Okay. All right.
Well, I work with what he has, but the level of detail he got from the people that created the concept and the design for the characters, it leaves it leaves a lot to be filled in. So I get to be a little bit creative with like filling in what the gear actually looks like and all that stuff.
Cool. I'm sure that's one of the fun things about being on the art side.
Mhm.
The freedom to express, your vision.
Well, I mean, you got to let me express myself.
Why do I have a feeling that would end really badly?
Dillard's gonna be in the next Madonna music video. I'm told.
As the mattress she's rolling around on?
No, I'm going to be playing the baby that's coming out of her vagina.
Why not? I mean, it's been several years since she was so wrinkly she needed a sling to hold her ass up to wear her old slutty clothes.
Oh my gosh.
That dirty old broad.
Oh, seriously. My goodness.
God, I remember that. I literally wanted to bleach the hell out of my eyeballs from me seeing that red carpet. Because she's walking down to this lingerie with her ass hanging out, and her ass is so saggy, she's actually got this freaking corded, like, corset sling holding her ass up. It's like, oh, God.
I remember the funniest joke I heard about Madonna.
You can't dress like that anymore, you know?
I heard this joke about Madonna by Norm Macdonald when he was on the Weekend Update, where he was talking about when Madonna had a baby. She's like, Madonna just gave birth to a beautiful 8-pound, 6-ounce baby boy, making that the 5th largest thing to ever pass through Madonna's birth canal.
That still might be a little generous. I mean, I hate that woman. I have hated that woman since I was a child. My mom talks about, because she came out in the early 80s. That's when, I was a little toddler girl. And she'd come on to the radio or TV because they were playing her everywhere. As second she came on it, Mom said, "Year and a half old," running across the room screaming, "Icky Donna!" and shutting it off. I hate that.
Yeah, luckily for me, I missed the Madonna era, so I didn't have to suffer through her presence.
I liked her.
The only time that she was even on the news when I was like old enough to even watch stuff was like when she decided to drag her saggy ass on stage and kiss Britney Spears.
Oh man!
How old are you, Dillard?
I am 37.
You're the same basic age I am. You just don't remember the early years as much.
I was born in 1984, which means I don't really have like memories of stuff until like 1990.
I'm born, well, honestly, end of 83. My birthday's in a couple weeks. And I remember quite a bit of the 80s from about 86 to 90, actually.
Well, then you must be some sort of idiot savant, because most people can't remember, before age 5.
My first memory is when I was 3 and I woke up in the hospital. But, yeah, I remember most of that age. Of course, I can't remember half of what happened the last 3 weeks usually, but I can remember my childhood.
Very uncommon for people to remember like stuff from that early.
Yeah, I'm weird. I know I'm weird, so.
Like really, my memories really only started like probably 90. Like from the time I was like 6 on. Like I get little glimpses, like yeah, kind of remembered something about something, but not really. But vivid memories from like 6 onward.
And then again, as they also talk about, intense memories or things that are either really, really enjoyable or really traumatic, you tend to remember even in places that are harder to remember. It's probably what kickstarted my memory was that stupid hospital and the seizure and burning the actual brain tissue from it. In a weird, ironic way.
Oh, damn.
In a weird, ironic way, fucking my brain up and burning it probably started my memories. Hey, I can laugh at the crazy shit that's happened to me. That's key in this life to survive. Right?
Is it one of those things where you actually remember how it physically felt as they were?
Oh, I remember how it felt on that. table waking up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That must have been wild.
It was it knocked me out several hours, so I woke up with intense blinding pain, light in my eyes, and my brain literally burning while I was laying on a metal table. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that sensation.
Hmm.
Because when you're that little and you wake up like that, you can't even see your parents near you, and you don't know how you got there or what's going on, you kind of freak out.
Oh, yeah. Usually.
Hell, actually, most people, if they woke up like that and had no idea how the hell it happened, would still freak out.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
What about you, Wyman? What are your earliest memories?
When I'm originally from California, and we would, when my parents were looking for a house, we'd go to the open houses, and whenever my sister and I would find a staircase, we'd go up there to the top and then slide down the staircase. And that was the main thing we did whenever we went to a new house.
Can I just point out that when you set out that you were originally from California, the first thing I wanted to do was say I'm sorry?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people do. Sometimes I do to myself.
I'm so sorry. No child deserves that shit.
But, for all its faults, and there are many, I did enjoy growing up there, because the weather.
Honestly, I couldn't imagine growing up not in California, and there's so many cool things to do here.
Yeah, I mean, the weather was always moderate. It was like averaging, say, low 70s to mid 80s almost year round. Never had to deal with snow, only rain at the most, maybe hail on occasion.
See, I don't like heat, but I can handle snow. But again, I liked growing up in the mountains because between the stuff I do in nature and all of the historic and national and natural monuments there, and things like Mammoth Site and things like Sturgis and everything, there was all the Old West stuff. There was things to do.
Oh yeah.
But I can't stand flatlands. I can't stand being in farmlands or stuff like that. But in the mountains, around the animals, hiking, exploring, hunting, that I'm good with. That's where I'm comfortable.
There's plenty of that in California. I think California has pretty much every ecosystem in the state.
The things that I do like about the Black Hills are definitely a little more unique to there. But again, I'm one of those, I want to go to every mountain range and every forest I can find and explore it. I did some of that when I did visit Cali last year.
Yeah,
but I will always have a partial to the Black Hills, and it's not just because of the tribal side and the connection to it there, but because there's so many different things combined into what is really not a massively huge area. You're talking about a circumference of a couple miles, and there's so many different things there. And that's part of what makes it fun to me. And because I like being around the Bison and Needles Highway where you're climbing up these sharp pinnacle rocks and all this shit. I like the really rough, wild, crazy stuff. And one thing Cali mountain ranges will not get that I grew up with is the intense blizzards and the insane cold and tons of snow. And you guys may not like it, but I love hiking through snow.
Yeah, snow's great. We got plenty of snow in California.
Not at negative 50. Not at negative 50, trust me.
Well, no, we're not retarded. Why would we go at negative 50?
Hey,
I mean, if you're hiking through negative 50 snow, you're a straight up retard.
No, my point is literally, honestly, if you grew up in
if you're hiking through negative 50 snow for enjoyment and recreation, you're retarded.
No, I'm saying if you grew up in an area where the weather is more intense, Yeah, it's a rough childhood in some ways, but you are more prepared to survive in the real world and survive a lot more.
No.
And that's one thing I like about it.
Welcome, Matanui. Hello. Matanui.
Matanui evidently is struggling with a video game where the boss can heal himself. He's lamenting his situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's what makes the boss more challenging. The ability to reheal. I mean, after all, the player has chances to reheal.
You ever played that game or heard of that game called Dragon Quest, Wyman?
It sounds familiar. I can't remember.
It's designed by the guy that does the Dragon Ball Z. So the characters all kind of look like that.
Oh, really?
But it's one of those games like an RPG, and you have your little team of players, and you fight against another team. You fight against little groups of monsters and stuff. And there was always this monster. No, it was a video game.
Oh.
So, and the thing that killed me is that right towards the latter part of the game, there's these group of 3 monsters that come out, and they're basically just walking living trees.
Okay.
And they'll pull a leaf off of themselves and kill two of their partners. So you basically have to go into these things. You have to go to town and buy a bunch of like healing potions and spend. And it's not that it's interesting or fun. It's just a very, very long battle because they just keep healing themselves every other turn.
Okay. All right.
I get how it would be frustrating.
Oh, dang. Matanui says, a boss that knocks me on my ass and then heals a whole health bar. Whoa. That is fast recovery. Dang. Yeah, that's fast, I gotta admit. Faster than most. Yeah. Yeah, I was in my earlier days I used to play like Heroes of Might and Magic, and then I got into World of Warcraft and then kind of got hooked on that for 4 or 5 years. But I play all kinds of different games.
I still prefer the old turnstile logic RPGs. And there are a few companies that actually...
What is that?
Those are the ones where it's turnstile is where it's literally planning out every attack piece by piece, where it's not just hack and slash.
I've never heard it being called. I've always heard it called turn-based.
You gotta remember.
That threw me off.
I have a bit of
that's exactly what Dragon Quest was. It was a turn-based RPG.
But I play a lot of those things. There actually are quite a few companies that actually make pretty decent retro-style turn ones like that for almost nothing for the different app stores anymore. And I will play those any day over as he was talking about the Warcraft and those. I hate MMOs because I just hate dealing with everybody else's stupidity.
I know there was I was like level 40 on this game called Order and Chaos. It was an MMORPG. I got hooked on that game for like a year. And surprisingly, my wife, who hates video games, got hooked on that game too. Because you could play, it was like a mobile one, right? You could play it on your iPad or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And we actually met a couple of people that were like online. It was fun. It was cool. But we really needed to get these like shards that would only drop from a boss that would spawn every 2 hours in this desert. And it was in an area that was PvP.
All right.
So there were always like higher level people hanging around just killing you for fun, you know?
Yeah, that's one of the issues with that is that people are sadistic as fuck. When you have anybody join after the server's already been out for a month or more, basically all the new players do is run around trying to avoid getting killed by the old ones.
But you know how satisfying it is when you get like, it was me, my wife, and like one healer that we had met from like, some town. We actually took out like a level 60 player, like just the 3 of us. We're like, oh, this is fucking fantastic. Like, you're so happy when you're able to do that, you know?
This is sad. I can't even remember the name now. It was a while back. There was one that I got into for a while and ended up literally quitting the server because I ended up the strongest character and I actually got bored killing everybody.
There's nothing to do once you're
once you get strong, it's just like what's the fucking point anymore? I gave the account to somebody else, and apparently, basically, he broke the server with it, killing everybody so much nothing was getting done.
Oh,
Yeah, because
dang.
basically all you can really do is like hang out by the dungeons and be like, yeah, you want me to run you through? Give me some gold.
Right.
Give me all your money or die, bitch. I mean, but I mean that's to me the problem is those games are based on it's supposed to be more longevity. It's supposed to be more a game you don't switch out constantly to a new one. But they get at the beginning you're annoyed because the big characters are killing you constantly. In the mid ground, most people don't notice you and you can kind of float. And then when you get to be really big and you've killed enough noobs for being noobs, you're bored. And the
then my
cycle's
wife
over.
shows up. She shows up one day. I'm like playing, and then like 'cause at this time we weren't married, right? So we were living in separate houses, and I'm online and I'm playing the game, and I see her like go online. I'm like, oh, she's online. Let me check what's going on. She shows up in fucking epic rune armor. And I'm like, it's all glowing purple and shit. And I'm like, you just paid $48 to get that complete set of armor, didn't you? And she's like, what's wrong with that?
Oh, man. Oh, dang.
I was like, what do you think? We're trying to craft armor, right? And she's like, that's what we're going on these side quests so we can get like better armor. She just shows up with epic rune gear. I'm like, oh, damn it.
Does she
You gotta understand. You gotta understand. As much as women tease men, honestly, we women are more into our shiny things than men are. When we get something we think is pretty or shiny, or we want that toy, we will do almost anything to get it.
No. I like shiny epic rune armor as much as the next person. But the whole point of like playing the game together was like spending time playing the game together. You know, build up your. That's the whole reason we were sitting there like grinding, trying to get like cloth and stuff so we can boost up our crafting rating and stuff so we can make this armor for ourselves. No, she went and just bought it. And what was I supposed to do? I had to go buy the armor to match, right?
Twinsies.
or else I'll just be left like grinding away in these small towns trying to get like killing these goblins to get
grinding away. Actually, that sounds kind of good right now. I'm gonna play one of my games.
Meanwhile,
that is my.
I thought you were gonna say you're gonna go get a grinder.
No, my husband needs sleep. He's got a meeting early in the morning. I mean,
yeah. Meanwhile,
no.
Dillard's girl is killing him off because he's a noob.
I have gotten the soft spot for like Chemco and the companies that build those old RPG styles and make a bunch of new games with them. Partly because Chemco, you can get all kinds of games in that style for anywhere from like $2 to $8 with no ads, nothing, all runs old fashioned and all that. At least it brings back that part I did love in childhood with gaming. I can enjoy those again, and I don't fucking care if I end up spending a few hundred on a year because I beat them all constantly for most companies. At least they're fun.
Damn rune gear, and she got like her character now has like wings with like glitter falling off of them and shit. And I'm like, oh god damn it!
So now you got to get the glitter upgrade.
And then I kind of like rage quit the game when they introduced mounts.
Oh wow!
And then like I was going on this long journey to get my mount license so that I could possibly go out and perchance if I was lucky enough, capture a low level cow to ride or something. And she shows up on this like blue glowing flaming tiger and shit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here.
Oh dang! Yeah, mounts were something that I had fun with in World of Warcraft. If you had a gnome and you had the engineering skill, you can build a motorcycle with a sidecar. And I thought that was the funniest thing. But then I had like horses. I had a griffin. I had. I don't think I ever completed the quest to get a dragon though. But I had a griffin. That was cool. Yeah. They were fun, but once we never got good enough to get high enough to, go around willy-nilly killing all the noobs.
Right.
No, it's something you hate when you're a noob, and you fucking love when you get to be a bigger character.
Well, we got kind of stuck in a lull where we, even with our little party that would quest together, we were only so good, and then we weren't able to pass all the dungeons and stuff to get the good gear. And when we did try to bring in other people, strangers we didn't know from the player matching tool, sometimes we,
Yeah, you run a dungeon and then they just fucking claim all the gear because they're like more powerful than you and they're higher up on the rank list. And you're like, God damn it, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, they ninja all the gear on the. They would do a roll to see who gets the gear, and they would take it.
I also hate real-time games because I don't want my real life to be able to affect it that much if I need to take some time off.
You don't like having the accountability and the pressure.
Well, I have a real life that's beyond games.
Man, I knew he says.
Most people understand. Nah, you know what? I'm not playing this week. Oh, okay, whatever. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there are some real-time games where it doesn't matter if you're not actually in there; it still runs, and people can still do stuff with you.
Are you talking about like Ark?
That might be one of them. I've tried a few.
Because Ark is like when you like build a base and stuff like that. But if you leave things just go on in real time, and if somebody stumbles across your base and you're not there, they just tear it apart and raid all your stuff.
Oh man, really?
Yeah. There's a lot of games that were run like that, and
that's for those games.
I don't have
that's like the whole
shit
point
time
of those games.
Yeah.
Is like dedicate yourself.
Oh, I know, and that's why I said I don't like those because there's no fucking way I have that kind of time. And to the people who have that time and it gives them joy, mazel tov, but there ain't no fucking way I'll ever play those games.
Right.
What they do, those people, what they'll usually do is they'll like join a guild. So like there's always somebody online protecting what they got.
Right.
Which one was it where I found out the guild? It was actually programs where the guild members could actually pick up some of your stuff and things if something happened to you. So they actually got guilds that were actually letting members get killed intentionally when they went for vacations and stuff so they could raid their own teammates and shit.
Oh, that's wrong.
And I can't remember which game it was. They ended up killing it and rebuilding the whole game from ground up, but I can't remember which one it was. That was the one I tried to play it. Oh my God, I watched this happen several times. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? Why are you giving people a chance just to completely fuck their teammates for fun?
Oh, that's bad.
That's the fun of it. You got to be the biggest, baddest, double-crossing son of a gun this side of the Mississippi.
Well, that's when you just choose to create a rogue character so you could pickpocket others, or at least try to pickpocket them. Matt Inouye says, I swear, if I could, I would take this boss and beat him to a bloody stain if the game would let me. Eagle 43 says, take their stuff. I would rob my teammates.
Well, most times when you're in a guild or you're in a tribe or whatever, the other people have access. Like when you lock like your locker, they usually have access to your locker anyway, because you all share like materials.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's like a master.
But it's just the stuff that you have on your person. Like when you die, it drops in a bag or something, and somebody has to come get it. You have to go back to where you died without any gear to go get your stuff from a monster that already killed you when you had all your gear. So you're at a disadvantage.
I mean, I usually say as a general, I don't consider myself a gamer because I don't consider all these little RPG apps that I play by myself when I'm bored in bed and stuff to be full gaming enough to really be a gamer. But casual gaming, casual gamer, yes.
Kept yourself.
No, I'm saying I actually do believe you can own your own status on things. I'm not a full gamer. I will play casually, and I'm happy to be that. It's not my thing personally to get really into a bunch of games.
Wyman,
You
have you
know?
ever played a video game like on a console and you got so upset that you chucked the controller across the room?
No,
Yes.
I have self-control. Eagle 43.
Mwah, mwah.
Eagle 43 says, join Dillard's guild, steal his stuff, quit his guild.
You bastard.
I like that plan. Holy crap, that's funny.
I was like, you know how long it took me to gather all that fetch?
Boy, he cleaned me out. I don't have any herbs. I don't have any gold. I don't have any spell books. Oh no.
No, I did download the Arc mobile, which is like a nerfed version of Arc. So you could play it on like an iPad or something, and it was super fun. Like as much as a grind as it is, I mean, learning to love the minutia of the grind is the whole point of the game, and it's super fun when you get into it. Like I was all super proud of myself because I was able to gather enough thatch and wood and stone and stuff that I had like 6 boxes, storage boxes, and every one of those storage boxes was filled with one kind of material, and it was all maxed out, like 99 this, and like 20 columns of 99 this, 99 this, 99 this. And I was like, I just like sit, stand back and look at it and be like, I enjoy my collection, and I enjoy what I have here. Just the fact that I have it, I like it.
You're rich beyond all measure. Isn't Ark the one that's supposed to be based off of Noah's Ark, where you're supposed to eventually build?
No. No, Ark is like it's a survival game. You get dropped off in like a portion of the map, and it's a bunch of like wild dinosaurs.
Okay.
And then you can like tame the dinosaurs, make saddles for them, ride the dinosaurs, raid other people's bases on a T-Rex and shit.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I think Joe Frago was playing that game with his daughter.
Probably. Like there's videos you can watch online of like massive like tribes and guilds like going to war against other people. There's like 30 T-Rexes and shit.
Dang.
Then you got like people on top of brontosauruses, and they build platforms on top of the brontosaurus so they can like shoot their guns and fire their arrows and stuff from the brontosaurus back.
Oh boy!
When you get like that high of like in the game, like that shit looks super fun.
Sounds pretty fun, actually.
Like the farthest I got in the game was I was able to actually build and maintain and use a crossbow, and I was like, yeah. But like in the game, you have like rifles and guns and if you get high enough crafting levels and stuff, you can get like progress further in the game. You can get grenades. You can go in somebody's base and put a bunch of C4 on their wall and then detonate it remotely.
Okay.
And there's all kinds of little like tricks and stuff. Like if you have a monkey, you could throw a monkey into somebody's window, and the monkey will always try to escape wherever you put it. So he'll unlock the door to get out, and then you can have access to their base because he unlocked their door.
That's pretty funny.
Hey, Matanu just beat the boss. He says, "I won! Holy shit, that was hard!" And I even let the game lower the difficulty for the fight.
See, you guys are talking about stealing from each other. That always reminds me in the turn based, you're always going like into all these towns. You always go into people's homes and start robbing the treasure chests and drawers in their home.
Yeah,
that's what the good shit is. Fuck yeah.
I love that you walk into somebody's home, walk right by them, rob all their shelves behind them, and then turn around and talk to them, and they'll give you information so you can do the next job. It's like,
yeah,
join Dillard's guild, kill his dinosaurs, leave his guild, attack with a T-Rex. Hey, fuck this guy.
I don't know. He's got some good ideas. I mean,
no, I love that at the very end of the game of that Dragon Quest game, Dragon Quest 8, Journey of the Cursed King. Mm-hmm. That was like the first one that came out for a console, because all the other Dragon Quest games were all for like handheld, like Game Boys and stuff.
Oh, all right.
But it was like the first one that was like a big open world, for the PlayStation. And I was like, oh wow, it was super fun. And at the end of the game, after you beat it, that's when the game like really starts, because all the stuff opens up where you can do all the after game, quests and all that. And you finally find out that your character is like a half dragon kind of deal, and you go up this far reaches. You got to take an eagle to fly to the top of a mountain, climb even further in the mountain, fight a bunch of like level 60 high level bad guys to get to the very top. And then when you get there, you're like, oh, this guy turns into a dragon, and you can fight him for like epic gear, right? And you're like, oh, okay, let me do that. And he whoops your ass. So you got to go because he's super strong. And then every time you got to go back and fight all your way back up there. And then once you finally get to the end, you're like, I'm out of supplies. And like, well, do you want to fight now? No, let me rest for a while, But it's great because like you can beat the game at like level 60. But in order to like beat the main dragon guy at the very end, you got to be like level 99 and also have good strategy. And then there's these little areas like because there's these little monsters called slimes. They just look like a little water drop that's bouncing up and down.
Uh-huh.
And there's these rare slimes called metal slimes, and metal slimes give you a ton of XP.
Oh yeah, they have the metals in most of the chemicals where you're looking for like metals or rarities or supers or extra large giants or stuff like that, and you get much more stuff from them.
Yeah, and then there's the metal slime, which is a little water drop. Then there's the metal bubble, which is like a puddle of metal. And then there's the metal king slime, and he's a big old fat metal slime with a crown on his head. And if you kill that guy, you'll even if you're at level 60 and you already beat the game, if you kill a metal king slime, you'll jump like to level 63. Like it's that much XP. So like you spend like all your time going to these little tiny little hidden places that they're more likely to pop up as random encounters.
The rare items I love in these turn ones for that is there in several of the games I played where you have to fight all these different stages through like the guild groups and stuff that they have in it to win this big tournament against these boss villains and stuff for potential to possibly drop a ring that will guarantee you a medal in every fight.
Nice. But
it takes a long time to get the ring, but once you get the ring, you can fucking destroy the game in a few hours.
Well, that's the problem, because once you get to these metal slimes, right, you can't hit them. It's impossible to hit them unless you use a metal-based attack. You have to use metal slash or multi-metal spear. You know what I mean? And you only one of your characters has those metal attacks. And then they're skittish as all fuck. So as soon as you go to attack, and it'll say, the metal slime has fleed. You're like, oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah, they'll beat you till you're almost dead, and then right as you finally get somebody ready to attack them, they'll run away. And they're always fast, and they're always going to do like 5 attacks by the time you can do one set.
Oh, and you know what was super great about that game? They give you like a team. You can have a team of monsters. Like all the monsters you fight, once you beat the game, it opens up this thing called Monster Arena, where it's like Pokemon, where you can collect monsters, and now you can use them as your team. Like, for instance, if you're in a boss fight, and there are rare monsters as well. Like I had the Golem team. It was the Rock Golem, the Brick Golem, and the Stone Golem. And if you put all 3 of them together, they'll merge into a Super Golem, right? So you'll be fighting this dragon at the end, and one of your attacks can be, you know what I'm going to do?
See?
I am going to... Yeah, there you go.
Like I said, I play a lot of these games. They're fun.
So what you can do is be like, you blow a whistle, and you call in your monster team to go and fight for you for a little bit so you can take a break. It's a pretty great game. I loved it. That was probably the funnest game I ever played.
The first RPG that I beat on my own without anybody helping me was Phantasy Star 4. And I fucking love the old Phantasy Star games.
I don't think I've ever played a Phantasy Star game.
Try it.
I saw my sister playing it one time. I don't know.
They actually play really well because they're one of those where you can program every character to do certain attacks, and if you program them right and stuff. You can combine all the magic attacks, create super attacks, and all this kinds of shit. They're really fun.
Yeah.
But
the reason I think I like the Dragon Quest game, because again, like I'm not like a hardcore gamer, is that people will like if you look it up, they'll say Dragon Quest is like a game, an RPG for people that are not super into RPGs, because it's like a dumbed down version of like Final Fantasy. Because Final Fantasy, there's so many goddamn options for everything in every subcategory. Like this one isn't. It's like that, but it's more simplified. Your tree, right? Your skill tree or whatever.
Mhm.
It's pretty linear. You can't go too wrong with it. So I don't know. Like those games, like the ones Wyman was playing, like World of Warcraft or like the new Final Fantasies. There's so many things that you could make mistakes on that I'm a little hesitant to get into it.
I think that's part of what's fun with these games is there's no stress. There's no team that's depending on you. There's no events you need to try to get to. There's no, well, during this holiday, you're going to do this event. So you have to play during the holiday or you're going to miss out on everything everyone else is getting and you're going to fall behind. It's just you and the game and grinding out and kicking its ass on your own. And if you can't play for weeks, it's good. Yeah, fucking bastard. What the fuck's wrong with him?
Montanui says, for the record, Amon is the name of a secret boss in the Yakuza games. Let me look that up. Yakuza game Amon. His name is Joe Amon. God, I gotta stop eating goddamn Funyuns.
You know, you said Funyuns, and we've been talking about gaming, and the first thing I thought about was the Dungeons and Dragons skit from Dead Alewives.
I've never seen it.
It was a little comedy skit that was played with the old Dr. Demento stuff. It was making fun of the whole satanic panic stuff and things like that. And so they introduced it with the Satan's game, and then you got the like talking, and you got one of them out in the other room going, "The Funyuns are stuck in the machine," and stuff like that. This is randomly
the Amon clan is a mysterious clan of notorious assassins residing in Japan. They are the super boss characters of the Yakuza series, typically only available after the completion of all sub-stories within every game they are featured in. Okay. I like that shit. But you know what I really like about those MMORPGs? I like the fact that sometimes you can go someplace and you're outclassed. It feels like a real world because like you go someplace and then you see like a character that has like red question marks above their head instead of like their level, and you're like, hey, I think I'm in the wrong fucking place. Because like those people like will kill you, like they'll one shot you.
And that just made me think of this. If you ever saw the series The Guild, they had a Christmas skit they did of a Christmas raid, and where the boss level Santa beats all their asses and kills them for Christmas Eve.
That's terrible.
It is, but it's funny.
Wait, I got a question for you. I was rewatching an old special from South Park, and it was the one where they go into like Dreamland or Fantasyland or whatever. And then
no idea.
Or Imagination Land or whatever. And they were making the claim, and it wasn't outright, but in the subtext of the subtext of the show was that Santa Claus was the most powerful person in Imagination Land, higher on the list than even Jesus.
I've never understood the weird deifying of Santa myself, but that's a whole long theological thing. But I mean, I criticize
just putting Jesus in the list is like, it's, you know how they are in South Park. They're hilarious, but
I know how they are. I've never really watched it because their voices give me a migraine, and I'd rather rip my ears off than get that headache. but I know how this show goes, you know.
Right. So they're making fun of Christians, right, by saying in fantasy in imagination land, Jesus is part of that group. But higher up than Jesus, they put Santa Claus. When it comes to like how much imagination, how much people believe in something that's not real, Santa Claus is like the most powerful being in imagination. I was thinking to myself, you know what? That may not actually be incorrect. I think that more people probably do believe in Santa Claus, children and stuff, than people who fervently believe in Jesus. I don't know.
To be fair, both Saint Nicholas and Jesus are historical characters. It's just the deifying of them that's the debate.
That's not what I'm talking about at all.
Well, I'm saying they're
talking about like what the fuck.
Well, you're saying imagination land, and you said characters that don't exist. I was just picking that apart and being critical because I can. Bear with me. I'm a little out of it right now.
Wyman Rosetta's drunk.
No, but I am on muscle relaxers and antihistamines.
Eagles 43 says, Imagination Land. We are all living in Butters' head.
Oh, did you watch the new South Park? Well, they had it on YouTube for free for a while. The one with the post-COVID storyline.
Oh, I don't think I saw that. I think I saw one of those they released in the midst of COVID.
Yeah, that one. That was the first special. It was called like the Vaccinated or something like that. I love the way those. The thing is, like, they're so damn clever with how they do their commentary, and they're so even-handed because they make fun of both sides really harshly.
Mm-hmm.
It's enjoyable to watch, no matter what your politics are.
Well, see, that's what I like is when you can make fun of everybody. You don't make fun of your own side. Make fun of both sides. When things become too biased, they're not funny anymore because there's so much effort in living up to the narrative and the bias that they're not working on what's the funniest thing we can say in this situation. It's what can we say to push our agenda.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what reminded me, Eagle, because he's saying Butters is in Dr. Chaos again. Because Butters, one of the kids in South Park, he has an alter ego named Professor Chaos or whatever. And in the show, they're always talking about this guy, or in the new one, they're talking about this professor that was helping Kenny McCormick, because in the show they're talking about, oh, the pandemic is finally over. It takes place 40 years in the future. And they're talking about, oh yeah, the guy that was working on the cure is a guy named Professor Kaus or whatever, Professor Kaus. But then when you get to the end, you see it's actually like his little alter ego he used to have when he was a kid as Dr. Chaos, when he would pretend to be like a supervillain. So apparently he went insane and now he's in an asylum as his alter ego, Professor Chaos.
That would explain Fauci. I mean, I'm sorry, why are we listening to the man that was behind the whole, pushing the crap about you can get AIDS anywhere scare tactics of the 80s?
You can get AIDS anywhere. My God.
No. This was the guy who was telling you you'd get it by shaking hands with people in public toilets and shit like that. This is the guy who was behind all that.
AIDS. What are you talking about?
No, it's not. You're so full of shit.
That's how my grandpa got AIDS. It certainly wasn't because of the butt sex.
You do realize it's not the only form of sex it transmits in, and it also transmits in blood transfusions and stuff like that.
Do you understand, Rosetta, that butt sex is the funniest way to catch it?
I get it's the funniest way, but for fuck's sake.
Damn. Homosexual butt sex is the funniest way to catch HIV.
Because you are twisted and fucked up.
I'm a normal person.
No.
With a level head, right, Wayman?
I don't know. I think that can be the.
Thank you. You're normal and I'm sweet, innocent, and pure.
Uh,
And then he's like, I'm not commenting on either of those.
No, it was great. No, because that was like one of the best episodes of South Park was the Professor Chaos one because they were all dressed up as superheroes and yada yada yada. And they go to like the swap meet, right? And they all go and buy like ninja weapons.
yeah, that one is funny episode.
So they all go and buy, everybody buys nunchucks, a samurai sword, whatever, and they do the whole episode like it's a manga. And
Yeah.
and then Butters is poor, or not Butters, but Kenny is poor, right? So he's like, poor white trash in the show. So all he can afford is like one ninja star. And then he ends up throwing the ninja star, and they're all fighting each other, playing games, whatever. And then he fucking throws the ninja star in like Butters' eye. And then like the whole rest of the show is like all super real. Like, oh my god, we just like really maimed our friend, but we don't want to get in trouble, so they like glue hair onto him and try to take him to the vet and shit. Because they don't want the people in the hospital to know that they fucking threw a ninja star in his eye.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Butters, you got to make sounds like a dog. He's like, he's all crying, like, woof, woof. God, that show was so good.
Do you remember the episode where they got hooked on World of Warcraft?
Oh yes,
That was
so good.
That was
so
pretty-
real too.
Yeah, so accurate. Oh my gosh. That's one of my favorite episodes they've ever done.
Yeah, you do yourself a favor, Rosetta, and watch that episode. They all like get World of Warcraft accounts, and they all end up gaining like fucking 100 pounds.
Sure, if I can find a place that has it with closed captions, I don't have to listen to it.
Oh yeah, it's great. Cartman's mom has like she's like coming into the room to like catch a shit in a bucket because they can't leave the computers. She's like, Mom, toilet, Mom. She comes in, he like just blows out that fucking toilet with a bunch of shit. And she's like, ooh, what a big boy. I think that was the time right there when how it kind of happens in animated shows, like where people stop caring as much the kids' stories and they start following the adults more.
Right.
I think that's when Stan's dad, Randy, like really started to become the star of that show because he started becoming a lot funnier than the kids. Kind of like how Homer took over from Bart as being the most popular.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can only want to watch kids so long before you want to strangle the little shits.
No. Somebody call CPS.
For who? I don't have kids. I can't have kids.
Good riddance. Strangling children.
And
My
it's
God.
a joke. Just because I have a dark sense of humor doesn't mean I never actually hurt anybody.
Why, man, she said she would strangle a child. You heard it.
Red alert.
No, just a man baby acting like a child.
Mhm.
She said she would kick a baby out a window.
Well, I never kick
Never
a baby
in all
out
my
of the
born
window.
years.
My
Butters
goodness.
probably didn't go crazy. They probably just assumed he went crazy, like the first time with Tuong Loken. Yeah, because they put him in an insane asylum because he was just kind of recounting his playtime as Professor Chaos, and they thought that he was like a schizophrenic, and they threw him in the insane asylum.
Oh man.
Hey, I gotta get out of here. It's midnight. I gotta get to bed.
Oh yeah.
I gotta get up at
It's-
7 a.m. to get back to
It's
work.
2 over here.
It's 3 over here.
No, it's midnight.
Uh,
And the only time zone that matters.
hey, who told you that? I wonder where that came from.
I don't know, but this is how most East Coasters act, because if you're scheduling streams, they're the ones who will never actually tell you which time zone they're in. They just say it like it's the only time zone that exists.
Yeah, anytime I schedule something, I usually put my time zone, and then I'll sometimes put.
Yeah, I'll put my time zone and then I'll put Eastern as well. 'Cause that's what most people go by.
I put
I
in
understand.
the
I
time
understand.
zone.
It's the standard, whatever.
No, I mean, it's really weird because when you're like messaging people and I want to set up a stream with you and stuff like that, the ones that always go, let's do it at this time, and not actually give you a time zone with it. and not tell you where they're located. They just assume you're going to know where they are and what time it is.
That's usually people
and
that
act
are
like-
new to they're new to streaming.
No,
That's why
it's
they do
usually
that.
the East Coasters. They actually have a tendency not to say which area they're in because they just assume we're the only time zone that matters.
Rosetta, I don't got time to argue about this. I gotta go. Goodbye.
Yippee! Delaware is leaving. I mean,
Bye, Wyman. Thanks for having me on. Peace.
Well, let's close this down. I think I need to get some sleep. It's 3 a.m. I got to be up for tomorrow. What the hell am I doing again? I don't know.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm supposed to have dental work in a few hours, and I can't get my sinus unclogged from all the allergies. That's kind of a big thing. If you can't breathe through your nose for dental work, you can't breathe. You know?
Yeah, I imagine so. So, are you? I might have asked this already, but are you able to take things like Zyrtec?
Most of them don't do much.
Oh, okay.
And all the antihistamines I can take, I've already taken. I'm kind of a little loopy right now.
So, your sinuses get all stuffed up from pollen and stuff, or?
I'm a lot of different things. I have a lot of allergies. And I also react to weather changes. So
is there anything that works to get you back on track, so you're not all stuffed up, or do you just have to wait it out and hope?
kind of a little of both, because it doesn't happen quickly. But if I sit here and I actually do all these breathing treatments and stuff, and I do the nasal rinses and all that stuff, I can feel better in a day or so and not have to do as much for a while. But it takes a while for all that stuff to really work. And I decided to just start swelling up and getting all puffy the night before I'm supposed to have dental work done. So right now I'm just trying to get it to go down.
While you're having dental work done, are you able to like be a mouth breather momentarily, since you can't breathe through congestion?
It's hard to do, especially depending on if they how they rig the mouth and how they're doing it. Depends on the dental work.
Yeah, that's true. What do you need to get done, if I might ask?
An old filling failed and broke, and it actually managed to damage the tooth next to it, which needs work now.
Oh, dang. That blows.
So yeah, they filled in the old one, but they have to finish crowning it, and they have to root canal the other one that it snapped because it broke hard.
Oh, dang.
And I have teeth issues anyways. I admit that I always have, because I have very high saliva, very high acid saliva, and I also grew up in IHS where they fucked up every dental work piece they did for me.
So you didn't have like quality dentists or an orthodontist at the time? They were just mediocre?
No, in IHS they're not quality. They're whatever's fucking cheap for the government, and we don't give a shit.
Okay.
Like I said, if you actually deal with IHS and stuff, if you have a fancy res with good deals and good all that, they're okay. In where I grew up, if you're dealing with like IHS through Susan and Rapid or through the res or stuff like that, you go out to Pine Ridge, and the veterans there will hike 100 miles through the desert to go to a VA hospital over the tribal hospital. That'll tell you something, right?
Crazy.
Like, fuck this shit, I'm out moments. And then I'm sitting here definitely getting woozy. Woozy.
Maybe it'll help to lay down flat, so that if you get woozy enough, and you pass out, you won't be falling out of a chair or something.
Oh, this chair is solid all the way around me. Nice rounded chair that actually holds me up. I'm not falling out of this.
Okay, cool.
I might fall asleep in it, but I'm not falling out of it.
Well, I'd like to stay up later, but I'm getting tired.
Go to sleep.
I've got to call it a night.
Walt's streaming over with Ashley. I'll go torment him on Rogue Entertainment stuff.
Oh, they're on right now?
It was an impromptu.
Oh, all right. Very good.
But I'll go torment them. I'm good at that anyways.
Hey, you want to share with the world how you can be found on social media?
Pretty simple. You look for Rosem Queen 1 over on Twitter, and you'll see me smacking idiots around because they're fucking idiots. Or if you look for Eagle Rider or youtube.com/C/Rosetta Allen, then you have me. Easy.
Nice. Easy peasy. And just check out the description in most of my streams, and you'll see all my social media. If you have an opportunity and can spare some change, please donate to Rosetta's Kitty Fund. Help get those cysts out.
Got the first part of stuff today done, but yeah, there's still more work on it. Unfortunately, to remove those and to make sure it's removed properly and do all the testing, make sure that everything inside them is benign and all that is usually a few surgeries total and a lot of money and lab work.
So the stuff they worked on so far, is it all external?
Actually, they did the first biopsy stuff and things like that, so they cut into the tumors to test them and stuff. So they did partial surgery so far.
Oh, so they actually went under the skin to the...
Yeah, they cut into them.
Wow.
She's crabby right now.
Oh, I bet, because you have to put them under.
For the cyst part, for just cutting out a biopsy, just like with people, they don't usually put you under for it. They'll numb it so you don't react as much, but that only works for the first few, and after you're crabby.
Oh.
Although she got gristle off of Steve's steak earlier, so that made her happier. So she's kind of laying down right now. She's laying on her back so that the sore spots are up.
So does that also mean she has to wear a cone so she doesn't end up licking the suture?
Not too much for this one, because for the first part, for the testing and biopsies and blood work and all that, there are small wounds.
Oh, okay.
But when they do the next step and they actually completely cut all the tumor stuff out and do some of the work on the cystic glands and stuff, obviously that's going to be a lot more complicated and much bigger wounds. She had the cone when she had the eye surgery stuff for the other cyst. And God, that was so much fun, because not only did you have her in the cone and we had to put medicine in her eye, but they had several medicines she had to take to heal it. And one of them I was allergic to, and one of them my husband was allergic to, so we couldn't give them to her or accidentally touch her if she'd had them, or we could get hives and reactions to her. So we had to literally have one of us give her the meds and then wash her in the cone up and wash us up and have the other one give her the other one, so that it would cause allergic reactions. And we had to do that several times a day.
Ooh, gosh.
Yeah, she did not like that.
Oh, man. Not pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
So I'm hoping this one they don't have to give her those same meds again, because I don't want to go through all that again. And now she's staring at me like, are you talking about me?
All right. So, yeah, if anyone can contribute to the fund, please do. I appreciate it. And we shall be calling it a night. I think on my next stream, I don't know when it's going to be, but I might take a break since I've done 4 straight streams doing nothing but unboxing. I might take a day break Thursday, and then maybe Friday I might do a drawing stream and see if I can do some eagles. And,
Remember, if you're doing the streams, you can always send me a message so I know, because I gave up on notifications on pretty much everyone long ago because my phone goes off constantly half the time as is.
oh, gotcha.
So it's the best way to make sure I know you're on.
Is it better to reach you on your Discord or Twitter?
Doesn't really matter. They'll both pop through.
Okay, cool. All right, sounds good. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thanks, Dillard, for hopping on the panel earlier. Thanks to Rosetta for hanging out on the panel as well. And Anthony, Dark Gift Comics Presents, was on as well. So thank you all for your company. Always fun to have buddies and pals on the panel. So we shall see you on the next stream. Take it easy, y'all. Bye.